No, wrong one. Sorry, try again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to
What
It's a
happened?
Long Story. Place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with our Mongoose Crew and back for possibly a limited time only, like a product or toy or something. Anyways, it's my wife Miranda. Everybody say hi.
Hi, Miranda.
Hi.
And
Miranda.
I guess that was our introduction. That was our
Oh,
Mongoose
is
Crew
that
introduction.
is that who you're
Everybody
playing
take a
tonight?
I'm gonna try
Yeah.
one more time.
Okay.
Everybody take a look at your camera, wave and say hi Miranda.
Hi,
Hi,
Miranda.
Hi,
Miranda.
Miranda.
Hi.
I didn't smile because I don't like being told what to do.
Alright, that's
And
not
we're
even in
back.
character yet.
The gang's all
Um Jamie is just a
Especially
black
by
screen
Joe.
right now.
Where's
For me at
Jamie?
least.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Um
He's gone.
cool. Alright, sweet.
He didn't
Jamie,
want to
if
say
you
hi
are
to
here,
Miranda.
we
Yeah,
don't see you.
seriously.
I'm gonna just take him off just for now. Hello, friends. Welcome. For those who have no idea what this is, hi. We are a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, having 4 parties existing, living, breathing, and going on a full rescue mission in the same homebrew world. The wonderful, beautiful world that is currently called Imea. There he is. So if this is your first time here, we hope you have fun. Please have fun. We insist, actually.
We specifically
Um,
requested it.
Your fun has been requested. Okay. Yeah, a couple announcements before we jump into tonight. I will be honest, if there's ever been a session that I have felt not ready at all, this is it. So this will be fun. But yeah, let's go ahead and just do announcements real quick. Firstly, we are on the back 3/4 home stretch, the back 9 other sayings of our wonderful drop in drop out campaign that we have been running for most Saturdays in the summer. It is Humblewood, Silk, and Sunder. It has been quite a trip, and I'm sad to know that it is coming to a close pretty soon. But before it is, we need you. We actually have had I think we've had the last 2 sessions have been completely full. So if you are interested in actually playing D&D in a new interesting setting where everybody's a woodland creature of the land or sky, check it out right there. That's it. Do it. So that is Humblewood. The Silk and Sunder is a homebrew campaign made by yours truly. That is, as I said, just kind of coming to a point. Well, actually, no, that's not true. There's there's a whole other sort of like dungeon to check out. So if you are interested in checking that out, you can do so at going to startplaying.games/GM/It's a Long Story. Just like that, right below there. It is also, if you're watching on YouTube, it is in the video description below. So you can just click that. And then for everybody else who is on Twitch, I will put it in the live chat for you guys to copy and paste. So yeah, please check it out. Super fun. It's also a drop-in, drop-out campaign, which means you don't have to necessarily be in for the full campaign of all the Saturdays and whatnot. You can join just for a single session. You can join for multiple sessions. You can take a break, come back, or you can do like Steve. Steve, if you're watching, hi Steve, and play every single session and be awesome like that. But yeah, check it out. Super fun. Also, there is no current news on the new 5th campaign that we are putting out, but for those who have no idea, we are going to be coming out with a 5th campaign. So It's a Long Story is going to have a Thursday night, having 5 parties existing, living, and breathing in the same world. Very excited for that. As I said, no current updates. The only things I can say is that one, we will be using the new 2024 rules. that will be out during that time, as it'll be released, probably released for picking up like players and stuff, probably at mid-September. But yeah, really excited for that. It is going to be in a place that is existing in the same time, but in a slightly different area, a different country that is named. Nice try. That's the name of it. That's the name of the country. Nice try.
I like
No. Yeah. No info on that as of yet, but it's coming soon. I promised one of the campaigns a couple weeks. So yeah, if you were interested in possibly being a part of that, if your Thursday nights are free and you want to be joining the It's a Long Story family of players, this will be the link where this will be showing up. But there will be nothing. There's nothing on it right now. Most likely, we won't be releasing that until, like I said, like mid-September. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. And then lastly, if you're interested in supporting the channel, the best way to do so is to like and subscribe where you are watching this, whether that is on YouTube or Twitch. But also you can check out the Instagram, and that's what's weird about this. It doesn't have the Instagram logo. Oh, it's over there. It's on that side. I had to use an old screen for this, so it's up there right now. So if you want to check out some really cool stuff of some behind the scenes terrain things, some clips of some of your favorite moments, some of our favorite moments at least, that's where you go. So it's at It's a Long Story _TTRPG for TikTok and Instagram. We also have like a YouTube Shorts thing. So if you're on YouTube, YouTube is kind of the hub. So yeah, I think that's it for announcements. So call
I have a
time on that.
question.
Yes.
Is the It's a Long Story thing blurry for anyone else, or is it just me?
You're killing me.
I'm just
I
letting you know.
I was just talking about it. I know.
Oh,
It is what it
didn't hear
is.
you. I was reading this. I was reading all my
All
notes.
good. Yeah, it's a little blurry. I'll try to fix it as we go along, but honestly, it's just doing this. It's tricky to find. So, before we jump into tonight, we can get a recap of where we left off, and we should. So, Lorianne, please, if you do the honors.
Yeah. So we started last session with Huxley ushering Eldrin inside of the inn that they were staying at and looking very scared. Eldrin had heard a voice in her head that somehow Huxley also heard, and he still hasn't told us how. That voice just basically put the fear of persona in him. The group was shut up, Mike. The group was really confused by his behavior. But as Huxley always does, he gave us a little insight beyond the bare minimum of what was going on. So he tried to leave, but Eldrin blocked the door and demanded answers. And he told us that he had an assignment about 7 years ago and that it was thwarted by someone with that same voice. And that person knew way too much about him and it's freaking him out. And so he needs to go investigate. So Eldrin, Seren, and Guar all question if this is worth looking into, considering they need to be ready for tomorrow. Eldrin fails to convince him to stay, so decides to just take a dig at him for not helping with Kanos, her other brother, before pushing past him and unblocking the door. And then per Guar's suggestion, as well as Seren's insistence, Seren ends up going with Huxley on his little mission to figure out where that voice was coming from. So Seren and Huxley go to the Sage Cure, which is Kara / Siobhan's old shop. And despite Seren having a key, Huxley breaks in and he is frantically looking for something and is hesitant to tell Seren what until she pushes him harder. So Seren learns that his mission 7 years ago was to kill Siobhan / Kara, and that he was hired by Hadrian to do so. And that basically this voice in his head made it so that he failed. So back in the inn, Eldrin stormed off very angrily to plan a dinner party. And this involved getting tables upstairs to one of the rooms that they're staying in, as well as chairs and things like that, so that Noros and Guar get to work on. Eldrin confides in Milo about her frustrations and her vision for this dinner party, and he becomes her party planner. So Eldrin and Milo then take a ridiculous amount of time to plan where people are going to sit. And with that, we get everyone seated, and Huxley tries to sow discord around the dinner table, but Eldrin won't have it and ignores it, and Wilbur shuts it down. So Eldrin then angrily, very angrily, explains how the hero feast will work for everyone and tells them that they need to do their own work and they need to think about what food they want and ask Persona for it, and then he will provide it. So she does that and starts a 10-minute prayer. And everyone gets exactly what they wanted. And the group then, there's some very sweet moments. The group overwhelmed Huxley by being thoughtful and sharing their food with him because he decided to just picture boiled potatoes and milk. I love Miranda's face. Um, Eldrin then surprises Guar and does some tarot readings for everyone. It starts out really fun, specifically because of Guar's enthusiasm and just belief in everything Eldrin is saying. Really, Eldrin just looks at the cards and interprets them based on what she thinks they mean. So, for example, when she picked the hangman for when Guar asked if we would emerge victorious the next day at the Ludus, Eldrin says that we will need to turn the plan upside down to succeed because the upside down hanged man showed that things aren't going to go the way we want and that we have to just, adapt, which makes perfect sense. So there was other questions that was asked. It was fun. And then it got kind of sad because Huxley asked why he failed 7 years ago. And then Eldrin pulled a card that Broomhilda was like, ooh, that's not great. And then ended with Huxley kind of just leaving and being very kind and thanking Eldrin for the nice meal. So the Hero's Feast made it so that all of us are cured of any diseases and poison. We're immune to poison and being frightened. Our wisdom saving throws will have advantage, and our HP increased by a total of 14 extra. So we finish our meal, and Broomhilda turns in and invites Guar to her room. For what, we don't know. Noros and Seren are a little drunk, and Eldrin casts Lesser Restoration on both of them so that they aren't ridiculous people. So Seren, nope, not Seren. Hold on. Oh yeah, Noros, Eldrin, and Seren then talk a little bit. And after Huxley left, she thinks about the fact that Huxley said he likes his secrets, but then proceeds to tell them about what happened 7 years ago with Kara and Siobhan. We all just lament on how Huxley seems to have a story wherever he goes. So Seren and Milo leave, and Milo goes up to the roof to hang out and finds Huxley there, who could definitely hear everything that was said from the open window that the rest of us were in. And Milo has a really sweet moment with Huxley, and they drink from Milo's flask and have a great conversation where Milo is pretty much able to inspire him to try harder and to be a better person. Milo's the only one that could do that. And then Milo immediately falls asleep on the roof. So the next morning, which is day 5 for Broomhilda, day 5 out of 40, right?
90. 3 months.
90. Oh, 3 months. Why did I think 40? Anyway, so the next morning starts off a little funny, where Broomhilda is very concerned about her dalliances with Guar because she's afraid that she basically gave him radiation poisoning like she did to Wilbur. Eldrin assures her that Guar is fine, which then makes Broomhilda and Guar rush off to have sex again. So Huxley arrives with a carriage with an automaton driver, which he basically took his conversation with Milo to heart and just decided to try a different approach to working together, and basically just repeated to Milo he's putting his best foot forward, which was a callback to the conversation they had. Milo has to name the automaton, so he names him Reginald. And then we proceed to plan who's going where, and we split up into 2 groups. After dropping Gerard off with Alina and Faustus, we have Group B for Beast, which is Eldrin, Noros, Milo as a werewolf, Wilbur, naked, stripped of everything, and his dignity as a regular wombat, and Professor Thorn. And then Group A, We didn't say what it's for, but basically it's A, but not A for maintenance, but it should be. So Group M is Seren, Guar, Broomhilda, and Faustus, and they're going to go try and fix the chandelier that broke. And so as soon as we get there, Huxley goes invisible. And then Elder Noros and Professor Thorn wheel the cage out of the carriage, and they have all agreed that if anything goes bad, Eldrin will bring everyone with her to Honoria, and Broomhilda will take them elsewhere because she can do teleportation. And if everything goes well, we're planning on meeting back up at the Sage Cure, and we have coins from Huxley to communicate. And that is where we pretty much ended.
Great. Awesome.
Can I have cast a spell on myself on the way on the carriage ride?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. Yeah, absolutely. You certainly can.
Eldrin would have cast borrowed knowledge on herself to give herself proficiency in persuasion.
Cool. I like it.
Because it's not concentration. That was the issue,
I
right?
did not.
The issue with getting past Doris was that concentration spells aren't going to work while we come up to the school, right?
That's what
we're
has been
assuming.
perceived. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So good. This isn't concentration. So that's what I do.
I was going to say, I didn't hear you. Did you say that I did an inspiring leader for everybody?
Oh, yes. And Guar also, I did have that written down, did an inspiring leader,
Okay.
which gave everybody an additional, was it
18
temporary hit
18.
points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had that marked for Broomhilda.
Yeah, I have
Everybody
it marked
except me.
I have it marked for Noros as well. So yeah, so Wilbur gets an additional 14 that is his maximum HP, but then an additional 18 temp, if that makes sense to you, Miranda.
So Miranda, if you click on hit points on the character sheet, there's a max HP modifier. So then just put that to 14, and then temp HP 18. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Sweet. So I believe, is there anything else we need to handle before kind of coming into the scene of you guys right after Huxley bungee jumps off into nowhere?
So how many coins did he make?
Oh,
I have one,
actually.
Seren has one, Huxley has one.
Oh crap.
I can go back there and see if I can find my notes.
I thought he made enough for everybody. I don't recall that being
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
he
pretty
didn't
sure he
make-
made enough for everybody.
He didn't make 2 cages like we originally wanted, so.
Right. One of them is pink for Seren.
And mine says the boss.
Right. There's a picture of Bruce Springsteen on the other side.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Cool. All right. Anything else we need to handle? Obviously, we can check in on that after as well. But okay. So to set the scene, you guys are pulling a caged wombat and werewolf out of a carriage. So Wilbur, you are in the cage with Milo as a werewolf.
I'm offended.
Well, you better not say
Yep,
you're offended.
yes,
you
you
better
are.
be on all 4 legs. Let me tell you.
You have been reminded to not talk.
And
That has
to
been
act like a
something that has-
wombat.
Yep. Randy, you came in at the perfect time.
Actually, yeah, you've been directed not to talk and to act like a wombat. And as Joe playing you said, you mean the dumb ones? And Eldrin said, yes, unfortunately, the dumb ones. You need to be one of them.
Well, in that case, I'm just going to be scratching my butt on the cage.
Totally fine.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Cool. So as Huxley as Huxley, disappears, jumps off, I'm going to ask Guar, and we'll kind of like, yeah, I'll say, Guar, roll me an investigation check. Actually,
Okay.
here's a fun thing that I would say I've never used. What's your passive investigation?
10.
Cool, great. DC is 15, so I will allow you to roll for it.
So, question: we would have gotten, and the carriage people would have gotten here first, since the other people were walking. So, would we go in first?
Yeah, we can split that. That's totally
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
That's an 11.
Okay.
One better.
Cool. Good to know. All right. So, so I believe the carriage people are first, are they not?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great. Let me find where we are here.
Oh, I like how it's this side. We're lined up perfectly.
Oh, that works out great.
You did it on purpose, Joe. Come on.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Okay, cool. This is what I need. Going to put this somewhere else so I don't forget. Okay. So group A is Seren, Faustus, Brimhilda, and Guar. That's what you
Oh,
would put down.
no, but Group B is who's first.
I'm
I'm
reading what you're
confused.
sending me.
Just
You sent me
establishing the
this.
groups.
Uh-huh. That's just the groups. Group B is the
Right.
carriage group, the beast.
All I said was group A.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were saying that you were starting with that.
I'm making sure we're on the same page.
Yes.
Group A is Seren, Faustus, Brimhilda, and Guar.
Correct.
Those are the people that are doing maintenance.
Correct.
Group B is the people that are going in with the cage, trying to present the idea of a caged werewolf and kind of like walking through that whole
Mm-hmm.
I feel like group
charade.
I feel like group B really implies like some sort of hierarchy. Can we be group 1?
So group A is Seren, Faustus, Brimhilda, and Guar. And the group Wombat is Eldrin, Wilbur, Milo, Noros, and Professor Thorn.
Love it.
Yeah, perfect.
I'll even change it. I'll even change the name. Cool. All right. So starting with Group Wombat. So as you guys approach the door, Professor Thorn, actually, this is a small thing because Professor Thorn definitely saw Huxley just run off. Okay. Yeah. I think he just kind of like gives like a little bit of a sigh. And... Good start. All right. Well, let's head on in. And you see as he walks towards the door seems to open for him, extending out for Group Wombat to be able to walk in. As you all walk in, a moment to kind of like notice that there is a significant amount of arbitrary like richness to this area. There's a very like magnificent sort of look to kind of present the idea of the school being important. You notice like more sconces than there needs to be on the walls. Everything has like a little bit of like gold filigree around certain areas. The architecture is incredible, and Werewolf Milo, you definitely noticed that. Yeah. But eventually you guys come up to our pull up. Okay, good start. She's not in here. 1 second.
I feel like as we walk in, Milo is going to be like, for no specific reason, just acting a little more erratic than he normally does. Um, like hiding and like clinging to like the top corner of the cage. And just like just really acting up the weirdness.
Perfect. I like it.
Eldrin and Norris discussed fake names last night, and I will let you know what they are once we're introduced.
Okay. You got it. Sorry, gang. I just realized there's a couple of pictures I have not put in yet, so I need to do that real quick. Also, I have not updated this in some time.
Also, Miranda, if Eldrin had asked Wilbur last night what he would like his fake animal companion name to be, what would he have said?
Oh, it's a good question. Fake animal companion name. Like a fake name for Wilbur?
Yeah, fake name for Wilbur, because you're going to be probably Eldrin's animal companion, because he's a ranger in this scenario.
I got it. Bert.
A
Bert?
natural transition for Eldrin.
Bert, I like it.
Honey, make sure that mic's really close to your face, or having trouble hearing you.
Oh, sorry. Bert.
When that night when you tell Eldrin Bert, she goes, "That sounds like Bert. I wouldn't have named." You know what? No, you're right. This character I'm making in my head, she would have. She would have named this creature that.
Beautiful. Great. So as you guys make your way up, eventually you get to the kind of cutout area as we see a small woman. It's hard to tell whether she's a halfling or if she's just short human. We see thick glasses, orange hair, kind of like got the little droopy sort of jaw, but the pointed ears, which gives some sort of either half elf, not entirely sure, as she is scribbling notes down. She does not look up at first. All right, name.
We look at Professor Thorne.
Oh, Jesus. Yes. Hello, Doris. Here to escort some demonstration for Professor Arwell. Do you need to sign them in? No. Yeah. Did you get the proper sign-offs on this? Oh yes, Arwell said that he went through all the right parameters for it. Okay. All right. Well, all right. I guess we'll start with you, and points to Eldrin. Name?
Uthrin Naladath, and this is my colleague, Vanos Emelath.
Oh, it's slow down. Uthrin?
Mm-hmm.
With an I or an E?
With a U, but it's okay.
I assumed the U in with an I or an E.
With a Y.
Oh, with a Y. Okay. All right. Well.
I'm not being difficult. That's how I have it written down.
Uthrin with a Y. I'll remember you. And you feel Nora's kind of give you like a little like kind of like just a little shoulder nudge of like, bring it down. We don't want to be remembered. Okay. Uthrin, what was the last name?
Naladath.
Okay, I think I got that one. How's that?
Perfect.
Great. All right, and your colleague?
This is Volmos Amalath.
Ivanos?
Nope. Eldrin is not laughing.
Is that is Ivanos with an I or an E?
Nope. It's Volmos. Vohnos.
Oh, Vanos.
You can call him
Okay.
Vaughn. He enjoys that nickname.
Oh, does he? No, hello, Vanos. I'm Doris. You two?
No, he's just a colleague.
You don't say. Vanos. Vanos. Last name?
Amalath.
Amalath. And Mr. Vanos, if you could show me your fingers just for a second. Noros is kind of like, okay, no ring. Got it.
I love
Gra-
Doris.
I love Doris too.
Okay, all right. Well, we got you in. Obviously, we don't need to be. Well, I guess what is this?
This is going to be a demonstration to show how a werewolf can control himself. This inside of the cage is my animal companion,
And
Bert. He's been with me through everything, and I'm showing
Okay.
how much I trust this werewolf by having this lovely creature in there with him.
Okay, well,
this
I'm not
and
gonna
then
write.
Milo's gonna drop down with like a louder than necessary thunk next to Bert and say, "Yeah, I'm Narthax, the
Oh,
Unsatiable."
Jesus. Okay.
At this
Narthax.
at this too, Wilbur's just gonna back his butt right up to Milo and just scratch his butt on Milo.
See how much
As
Bert
yeah,
trusts this creature?
as Milo says, on
Feet.
the Unsatiable, he's gonna scratch Bert's butt.
Insatiable, you say. Okay, well, I mean, I guess, there's a lot of students here that thinks they've seen it all, but it seems like you might be proving them wrong. Narthax.
Eh.
Great. Well, all right. Hey, don't eat me. Okay.
Had a big breakfast.
Technically, he doesn't need to eat you to ruin your life. He just needs to bite you, so I would steer clear.
You feel another nudge from Norris.
I feel like Milo's personality comes out a little bit. He's like he lets the character drop a little bit too much, and I wouldn't say it like would ruin your life, but it can be inconvenient.
In my
I
expert
must-
opinion, it's a curse, despite what you have said, Narthax. But let's leave that for the classroom.
Wow. I never knew werewolves could be so articulate. So that's impressive. Okay. All right. Everybody, just show me your wrists, and then I'll make sure you guys are good to go. You see her kind of take out this wand, and just kind of holds it out like like this. All right.
So yeah, somewhere else.
Oh, Vanos, I need you a little closer here. And she takes his hand. Wow. All right. That is very nice cuticles, Vanos. Okay. All right. And Professor Thungus. All right. It's great. Well, Doris, it's good to see you as always. Yeah, okay. Have a lovely time. Don't eat anybody. Talking to Bert, I guess. Okay, get out of here. Ushers you on in. I'm gonna say, for the sake of simplicity here, you guys are obviously going to be coming in at different times. We're going to have you guys kind of approach at the same time and understand that you guys are on like two different sort of like timelines for a minute. Also, we'll say because the idea that you guys wanted to be coming at different times, how spread out do we want to be the timeline?
Well, how long would it have taken them to walk from Faustus's house?
I'd say probably maybe like 10 minutes.
Oh, all right. So then maybe they were only like 10 minutes behind. Like,
Okay, it works. All right. Cool. So, so we'll say you guys kind of have a 10-minute head start as you guys are heading on in to the Mortimer Ludus. So 10 minutes goes by. We just kind of like sit with Doris as we see like kind of like a clock kind of go by and see it kind of move a little bit faster. And we see figures approaching. The figures that we see, to be clear, is Seren, Faustus, Broomhilda, and Guar. Anything you guys want to handle before meeting Doris?
Seren has her armor glamored back to her like maintenance worker, artificery looking outfit.
Great.
That's all
I would probably say I have my at least like breastplate in my backpack or like in with the maintenance gear, and then have a cloak over me.
Cool. You got it. Not Eldrin, Seren, you've been in there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll kind of give you the option of kind of like helping Broomhilda figure out what she should be looking like.
Okay.
You could say no, I don't want to. You do it.
Yeah, I mean, she could help. Like, she would kind of go off of what her and Faustus were wearing.
Okay.
And then
You got it. So what would that be? What's the look here on that?
like leather with like belts and things and like a little like tool belt.
Okay.
Something Broomhilda would absolutely hate.
Overalls.
Yeah. Cool. Broomhilda. Oh, that's a D12. Hold on.
let's be honest, she looks hot in them.
Broomhilda has the tool belt, but she's wearing it across like a bandolier.
Come on, Broomhilda.
She's like, no, this doesn't make any sense. This feels better. We're gonna do it this way.
Close enough. It's close enough.
I think it looks nice.
And I have to leave my hat. She has the big pointy witch hat.
You could put it in Guar's hole.
Is that a euphemism? Or...
No, you're.
That was Lorianne talking, not Eldrin.
Yeah, no, the
It's not here.
hole.
That was Guar talking back.
In case you forgot about it, Mike, you have that hole.
I do. Yeah. I was gonna say like I would use my portable hole, and I'd put my armor, and I'd put her hat in there.
Great. Awesome. Cool. You as you do so, I will say go ahead and give me that investigation check now with advantage.
Okay. Well, that's a 13. Nat 20.
Nice.
Cool. Hey.
With a nat 20, you notice at first as you're looking to kind of like you're kind of like taking the hat, and she's Broomhilda saying like be careful with it, and as you're doing so, you're kind of like going for the what does like so give me like an idea of like what your bag looks like. Like is it um yeah, I would say like feel free to be as creative here as you want, but like what is Guar reaching into?
So I would say Guar, to keep it from being obvious that it's a portable hole, he'd probably have it maybe hooked to, the inner flap of his knapsack. So when he opens the flap, he can just reach in.
Cool.
So
So
from
the portable. I'm sorry to not to know the yes and of this, but the portable hole does have to like rest on a flat surface. So this
Oh,
is like
okay.
saying like where are you going for it, like that sort of thing, like that, and also like
Got
where
it.
you keep your stuff.
I would say, I mean, I probably would have done this before we set off. Um,
Right.
so I would have said, maybe we're still at Faustus's house, and I just kind of like slap it down in front of the door, go, "Hey, don't step in this," and then drop everything in, and then pick it up.
Okay. I need to know what your bag looks like.
Yeah. Now my bag, I would say the bag, I would say it's like a I don't know, like a burlap, not burlap, but like a kind of a khaki colored, big multi-pocketed knapsack, um,
Okay.
with that, like it has tools hanging from it. Probably like Faustus probably would have given him some tools, and
Nice.
um, it looks like I could either be, camping or just have a crap ton of tools that I can use to fix stuff.
Cool. You got it. You see. You see in one of the pockets there's something that seems to be like kind of like sticking out that you're not familiar with.
Okay.
Doesn't look as you take it out, it's a note that says check your hole, idiot.
Why would I? It's not the time. Oh, and I check it.
You got it. Cool. So there's a moment that we'll cut from screen of Guar having to kind of like reach down and like possibly even like putting his head into, and there's this weird cacophony of dark sound that is like it's loud silence, but it also reminds you of like a cave, but we're not going to worry about that. As you reach in and with a nat 20, you pull out a couple of things for your group. For Seren, Guar, and I don't think he made anything for Brimhilda actually. So it's just for Seren and Guar. What you find a pair of what looks to be like fake glasses. They have glass on them, but they kind of have that like circular, almost like very very like Harry Potter sort of look that has like that kind of like wire frames that go underneath. And you find a looks to be like a little like a little like charm. Charm's not really. I'd say like it's more like a pin, but it's this little like sort of like bronze hand that is kind of going like this. You also see a you see a note kind of like that they're wrapped in that says use them wisely, they only last a day.
I try the glasses on.
Cool. Give me an Arcana check. I'm gonna say DC 10 on this. That'll be nice. That especially that nat 20.
I was gonna say I don't know. I have nothing to Arcana. That's a 15.
Cool. Awesome. There's a we'll say that you kind of doing this while you're walking up, going through stuff. You you see there is like a small sort of like grave site sort of off to the side that looks like it's like probably like an old familial grave site of a house that's no longer even there. And you see you see this creepy image of just a figure that's
I took them off really fast. Sarah, do you want these?
What?
I feel
What did you see?
Well, I feel like this would be more up your alley, given your condition. There you go. Just try them on.
I hate that, but okay. And he puts them on.
See?
What the fuck was that?
I saw dead people.
Seren, I'll give this a Guar too, but like I think both you guys eventually kind of figure out that this is these are glasses of true sight.
Okay.
And there's one other thing.
Yep, I'll investigate the pin.
You got it. Tell me how you do it.
I would probably look for I'd probably look at the detail of the hand, and then maybe flip it over and see if there's any inscription on the back or anything like that, or any kind of clue as to what it does.
No inscription on it. You see it. There's a little like fastener on the other side.
Well, can't be any worse than seeing dead people. And I stick it on my shirt.
You got it. As soon as you stick it on your shirt, Guar, do you say anything?
Yeah, I would say I don't feel anything.
And Seren, you see.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I can't hear you?
Guar, it's a silence spell.
Why it would be like that?
I think you should put it back on.
I don't understand why you think I should.
This is great.
You actually missed an opportunity to not tell him what it is.
Yeah, you're right. But
I'm just kidding. No, just take it. Guar, take it off.
That was really great, though. I think. Thanks for you. That's the second time you called me that. Are you sure you shouldn't?
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
She takes it back off you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we have something that makes us see ghosts, and something that makes us not talk.
Might be useful for those walls.
Yeah, we could also pin the pin on somebody that's being annoying and loud, and we can make them put it on their back, and then we can see if they don't. Then they would be able to talk. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, these are. I'm not. No, that's fine. I can admit this because he's not here right now. These are actually pretty incredible pieces of magic. Only 2, huh?
I mean, I could look again. I look again.
Guar, roll me a luck roll.
Okay. That's a 10.
Cool. As a 10, you pull out what looks to be a empty scabbard that I will say with a 10 you don't recognize.
I don't recognize this. Do you? I looked at it to Broomhilda.
Hand it to Broomhilda. She looks at it. I mean, I could waste an identify on trying to find this apple. What is there a possibility that you guys just haven't checked if there was anything left over in the hole?
I'll look again.
You got it. Every time you look, Guar, there's a moment where like you come back out and you feel this like weird sort of sense of like hotness on your cheeks. Like you don't recognize how cold it is in there, but you do as soon as you kind of come up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see anything.
No, there's nothing that goes in there.
Okay. All right. And she just dumps it back in there.
Okay. So I guess just 2 things. Well, and your hat and my armor in there. So you.
Oh shit! I just dropped. Can you check and make sure that I didn't drop it on the hat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're good.
Did you look?
Yes, I felt it on my cheeks.
This moment, Fossis goes, "All right, well, I guess it's time to go." You guys, you guys are already walking around. So you're now in front of the school as you walk up to Doris, who looks a little chipper. Um, as oh my gosh, where the hell is she? There she is. Name. Any of you can come up and tell me your name.
Oh, Bart Harley Jarvis.
Bart.
Yeah, Harley.
Bart Harley Jarvis.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that with an I?
Yes, ma'am. Wow, first try. That's great. People usually mess that up.
You see as she holds up the name. It says Bert Harley with an I, Jarvis with a Y.
Wow, most
right?
people get that wrong. I first try. I'm impressed. You must have been doing this for a long time.
Well, I've been doing this for a long. Hey. Oh wait. Oh, I forgot. What are you guys doing here? You see, Foss. Doris. I'm here like once a week.
We're here to see you, Doris. And I put my elbow on the desk, like.
Oh, excuse me. Oh. What do you see in me? You're not here to see me. Stop it. You're not here to see me.
But it brightens my day nonetheless.
Faustus, who's like trying to like take like a step back and allowing. Like, okay. We're here to check in on the library chandelier. That was. Oh, okay. All right. Well. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. I feel like I might remember this one. You see, Faustus just kind of like look over to Seren.
Yeah, Lucia. We were here about 2 days ago.
Okay. All right.
Came back.
Lucia.
Had to come back with a bigger crew. It's a big chandelier.
And you've certainly come back with a bigger crew, I must say. Is that Lucia with an I, or?
Yeah, it is.
Great. All right. And your name's Faustus. Seriously, Doris, are you messing with me? And you never know. If people be casting spells all the time. Faustus.
I know someone casting a spell on me right now. You
Stop it! Stop! Oh my gosh, is that Faustus with an I? You got to be kidding me, Doris. You got to be kidding me. Brumhilda comes up and goes, "Hi, Doris." Yes. No, that's my name. Oh, you have the same name as me. Wow, that's so odd.
It's a family name.
Yeah, but with a Y.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Seems kind of a stupid way to spell Doris, but
I like sneakily grab Broomhilda's hand, like it's okay. It's okay.
I'm here to also fix the chandelier. Right. Okay. All right. Well, I assume you guys aren't gonna need me to poke your arm or anything. So you can go ahead and go on through.
Out of character, does that mean that we can go through with magic?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I'd be really remiss if I didn't get at least one poke from you. Come on.
Whoa, wow. Hey, calm down there, cowboy. Well, all right. Well, I guess I can make an exception. Doris, these other ones are, somewhat magical, minor, it's kind of like minor stuff. From Hilda, Lex goes, I can hardly do anything at all magically.
We thought we had to worry about Eldrin.
Yeah.
But you have that mending spell that's really powerful. That would be really useful in mending the chandelier. It would help us really expedite the process.
Right. I know the shit out of a mending spell.
You do. I've seen you do it. It's wonderful.
But that's it.
And some restorative things, but she's being modest.
No, I can't do any restoration magic.
She's being modest, Doris. You know how
No, Guar, I really can't. Oh yeah, no.
We maintenance people are a humble crew. We try not to flaunt. We just want to make things better for everybody else. You understand.
Right,
see-
because I'm a low-level cleric because I believe in persona.
Doris with an I. I hope you understand. We're just trying to.
Long live persona.
Yes, Doris with a Y. Long live persona. Yep.
It's all I care about. I have no identity, but
I put the pin
my
on her back.
connection through.
So, yeah, thank you so much for so you're gonna do that poke. Let's see how strong you are. Come on, I can see that you.
Stop you. You're such a flirt. Oh my goodness, that's.
Woo. All right.
Well,
I was way pokier than I thought. Okay.
Hey, if you can't take it.
Only one way to find out what it just happened, and I did it. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you on the way out, and maybe.
Not if I see you first. Can you? By the way, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you get her just so she can do that mending spell?
And me as well. We each have our magical strengths. That's why it's gonna take all of us to get that thing back on the ceiling.
Right.
You're all needing the magic for putting the chandelier back up?
Well, it's an intricate process. There's a balance involved, and we have to make sure the light works, and we each do different things. So it's for maximum for optimal lighting.
Okay, all right, Mr. Big Words. All right, yeah, all right. Give me your arm, sweetie. And you both get that. Does Brimhilda still have the pin on?
Yeah, I take it off.
Okay. You fuck. Hell, I've never swore in my life. Thank you. You guys go ahead and head on in.
Doris, get yourself a hot beverage. You have earned it. Have a great day.
Wait, so does Brimhilda and Seren get it too?
Yeah. She got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brimhilda's never allowed to go with us anywhere.
So I guess this is the time to tell you guys. Brimhilda's a charisma of 10. So plus
I
0.
figured.
Yeah.
I'm a -1 and I did better than her.
Well, there's the character
so
sheet and then there's
so.
the character. Subterfuge, not her thing.
I'm actually right now I'm a +4 because of that spell. So.
Ooh, that's crazy. On the whole ability score?
Just on persuasion.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
So not on charisma.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I'll say we'll keep the music light. We'll keep the music light as you guys kind of walk in. So we'll start back with our group Wombat. As Professor Thorne goes. All right. Well, that went
very easy.
Fine. Yes, well, he did walk in with the professor. All right, I should bring you to... Oh, well,
So he does know we're coming?
yes.
Okay. So, okay.
My understanding that we were going to start with the presentation.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
there
because I
will be
definitely prepared a presentation. I definitely did that. Yes.
Okay,
hmm
great. All right,
We
well,
didn't. I look at Norris and I say, we didn't stay up all night coming up with an elaborate backstory for both of us and not come up with a presentation. That's not something we would have done.
I'm Vanos.
Yeah, you are my colleague.
I never really noticed how nice my cuticles are. You never said anything, huh? I
Also,
mean,
Oh
she
yeah,
with
has
they're
her...
great.
nothing. Obviously, you don't have a. Did she not see the massive scar on your hand? Anyway, no,
Okay,
it's fine.
all right, well, and we're back.
It's
We're
not like we
back.
remember anyway, right?
Cool. As you guys, uh, sorry, I forgot to save this. Sorry. Do this real quick. As you guys,
Milo's gonna look
yes,
at
please.
Milo's gonna look at Eldrin and like as much of a whisper as a werewolf can muster. I was gonna say, how you guys do like say your names, and I thought that was a really good idea, so I just jumped in and uh, I hope mine was okay.
Oh, yours is great, Milo. I switch to primordial because I know Milo can understand every language, and I say, you can understand me when I speak primordial. Can you speak it back to me, or no? You can only speak.
Uh, you hear Milo d respond and with like blah 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 blah. I don't. I think if I'm trying to use the other like a new language that I don't know, I can't.
Okay, but you can understand.
But am I using the language right now?
No, no. I was just hoping that we could converse in a language that isn't universally known, but that's fine. Um,
Let me
okay,
let me look up if I can actually speak in the language.
I don't think you can. I think you can only understand. I don't know, Joe. Do you know?
I don't know what you guys are referencing. I have no idea.
Oh, Milo can understand every language spoken because of his
Oh,
I
Morse.
have a Son of the Sun and Moon, but I can't remember if it's
I don't. That would be super powerful if you could also speak every language. I don't
yeah,
know
I think
though.
it probably is just understand. But go ahead and just read
eh,
it and see if that's...
let me find Tongue of the Sun and Moon. I can understand all spoken languages, and any creature that can understand a language can understand what I say.
Ah, okay,
So
so never. It wouldn't even
maybe
matter
it
then if
doesn't say
you
I can
spoke
speak the
primordial,
language.
Right.
but it wouldn't matter because everyone could understand him
So
anyway.
But
they'll
the
hear
funny thing
common
is
and
that
hear whatever
I feel
meaning
like,
I'm intending.
yeah, I think there's a good chance because you know Eldrin speaks common. I think even when you're like trying to, I think you're just speaking common. Unless there was a creature that had to like that only knew primordial, they would hear it as primordial. I think
Yeah.
that's how I would classify
Mhm.
that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Milo,
But Milo
so
tries to speak in primordial, and it
it's
sounds
just offensive.
offensive.
Yeah. So
It's just
Yeah.
offensive.
Eldrin nods and says, she leans in closer. So we're whispering as much as Milo can right now. And Eldrin says, okay, so the plan is, are we going to go through this entire presentation? And, or are you going to do a distraction at some point? Because if you do a distraction, I can
I mean,
take Bert
I think we
out.
can do
And
pretty well with like a 10-minute,
oh, okay, yeah,
and
10
then
minutes,
I can
like the
like
amount of time
if
that
like
Guar spoke this morning, which was 10 minutes. You know what? No, it's like a 10
Yeah,
minute
that was
prayer. I can do
pretty
this.
simple.
Just take out the
And
persona parts.
and then let them trust me enough for you to like showboat and open the
We can
cage,
open your mouth
and
and I
then I
can
can
put
just like,
Bert in it and be
run
like,
around.
look at this.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I think we can do that, and then I can just like,
So I'll start with
distract from there.
10 minute 10-minute discussion on werewolves and where they come from and everything
Can
about
you
them. Yeah,
Yeah, can
I
you
got this.
can I mean you're a nerd. You can come up with like a 10-minute history of werewolves and
Yeah,
in lore and like in reality, right?
100%. Yep, I have this.
Do you have this?
Yes, Milo, I have to. There's no room
Oh
for
God,
error.
Okay.
I have to. um, as you guys are moving along, there are a couple of students that are whispering to each other as you're walking by, and there's a uh, uh, a young student who is walking by with her books, kind of like looking down, and you hear her just full on scream as she looks up. Ah!
Everything is fine.
I feel like that startles Milo,
Hmm.
and like through the bars he knocks her books out of her hands with with his tail.
Your tail just comes through the bars and slams down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm so sorry.
uh, Sue Ellen, it's okay. It's all right. It's just I know it's scary, but yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, sorry. That must have been
Narthex
me.
is just a sweetheart, as they say, and there's nothing to be concerned about.
Okay. Um. Okay, sorry. And she just walks off. All right. Well, one down, I guess.
Maybe we should put like
Jumpy kids.
a blanket or something over this cage until we get to the classroom.
You see, as you guys are getting closer to the classroom, you see there is a there is a small halfling male, white hair, glasses, beard that comes running up. He's extremely excited. Is this? Okay, great, good. Well, everybody, I'm so sorry. I'm just so excited. It's not very often you get to see a full-fledged werewolf up close, and look at look at the little guy. Pointing to Wilbur.
You may call him Bert, I say, pointing to Wilbur.
Okay, yes, Bert, of course. Well, hopefully I'm calling him that for the whole class time, right? Because
Milo reaches his hand through the bars and goes to shake his hand. Hi, Narthax the Insatiable. Hi.
oh my goodness, I love that. I don't even care if you made that up. That's such a great name. Thank you. It's so good to meet you. Oh, sorry. I'm Magister Wavanian. You can call me. I'm one of the. I am the zoology professor here. The kids are very excited to see you. There's a full class today. So, I wasn't given the details. So was there going to be a demonstration outside of the cage, in the cage, or is
I'm going to hello. I was
hello? Sorry,
uh
your name is?
I'm oh, my notes went away. I'm Uthrin Naladath, and I will be giving the presentation today along with my colleague, um, Vanos Amalath. And
All right.
then we could do some demonstrations, and maybe if we're lucky, we can put the wombat in the mouth of the werewolf just to show how powerful
Yes,
he
I
is.
love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. That's gonna be great for this. They're gonna be
I'm
so psyched.
Okay.
I'm so excited to meet these kids.
That ha. Okay, all right, you got him. Good. Right, well, as interesting choice of animal considering the rumors going around.
Well, yes, we honestly, I found this little creature a few years ago, and he's been my little companion ever since. You see, I'm a ranger, and I range in the woods
Oh,
with this bow, and he helps me to hunt
you see North in the back. Just
while I range things.
go ahead and
It's
roll me a persuasion check, please, Eldrin.
Eldrin does add. She goes, "It's very new to me, being a creature of the ocean, but I didn't want to go home after my test of land, and had to find a path for myself."
It's a new thing for you to have
No,
to
no, no.
befriend
This
a
has been a few
werewolf,
years.
and then also a.
No, no.
Well,
The being a ranger is new-ish over the past few years, is what I'm saying.
I see. Okay.
I feel like Eldrin, of course, would be doing this, but I feel like explaining being a ranger to a zoologist who
Yes.
And I
is
just
like a
keep saying
very
range.
specialized ranger
I'm
Yeah, I'm
ranging.
is the
I'm
funniest thing in the
ranging.
world.
Yeah.
So
Or
Eldrin
in
says,
front of a ranger. What the fuck?
yeah. It's
Yeah.
taken Wilbur everything
Yeah,
else
yeah.
to speak. Eldrin rolled a 2, which is a total of 6, and she goes, "I heard tales of rangers ranging in my home under the water, and I had to be one."
Oh, are there forests and under the sea?
No, no. Which might be why I'm not very good at the ranging, but I'm trying, and
Well, don't be modest. There's
my maybe my colleague, I elbow Noros, and I say, has more to say on this than me.
I usually shoot them with a bow.
Yes, like this bow, which is way too small for Eldrin because it is Wilbur's. So Eldrin says, like with this bow on my back.
Wow, that is a very elaborate bow. That seems maybe for a small child.
It's all I could afford.
My apologies. Well, I don't know. I assume I'm not in charge of the school funds, but I'm sure there's something. Also, we do offer night classes if you're interested in possibly getting a leg up on
Ranging.
right ranging.
I mean, that's what we called in an Anoria. Is that not correct language?
Sort of. That's
Okay.
no, that's I wouldn't say ranging as much, but hey, you know what? You're doing great, and I'm very excited. Just if I could just have a quick word with Mr. Insatiable, if you don't mind.
Uh, sure. We need to be in the area though, in case he loses his
Of
mind, and
course.
we need to subdue him.
Yes, of course.
He's not called
Absolutely.
insatiable for no reason.
Yeah. Not well, is it? Come here. And goes around to the side, like noticeably goes
Narthex
around
with
to
a
the
G.
cage where you can't see. What was the name?
Narthax, right?
Narthex
Narthex.
with a G. Got it. Okay, Mr. Insatiable, between you and me, what's the dealio here?
uh, I don't know. I'm she's honestly like, you mean with her or with like him or
Yes,
with the
the
wombat
Triton that
here?
talks about going ranging with a child's bow. Is this something I have to worry
Yeah.
about?
Well, see the thing. No, I don't think she's gonna. I don't think the bow is like for aiming at kids. I think we'll be fine there. Um, I think she, in her and Milo as a werewolf raises his hands as scare quotes. In her ranging, she may or may not have at full speed, at full gallop, run into a tree branch. Um, and I
I
think it
can
shook
read
a
his
little
lips.
knowledge out of her head.
Okay. Great. Well, I guess I'm not obviously you'll
She's really great, and she's really sweet, and honestly, it's been a pretty good gig so far. Uh, but yeah, we may need to give her a little bit of grace. She may not be her best today.
to be clear, I'm not really necessarily worried about her shooting children or really you. You seem to be very articulate and in control of yourself. I loved the scarecrow. It's great. Um, uh, I'm a little worried about her control over her companion. Um, I assume that's a wild wombat.
Uh, pretty tame, but pretty chill. And Milo's gonna reach down and like pet Wilbur's head. He's pretty calm right now. Like, I don't think there'll be an issue.
Wilbur, what are you doing? Oh, okay.
Just cowering.
I say, are you cowering? Are you are you showing your butt? What's happening right now?
Cowering.
Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, it's clearly not going to attack you unless cornered. It's a
There's not much to them to it. I mean, I know I'm speaking as the claws and the fangs and the everything like that, but
well. To be honest,
and the iron pelt, but like not much. They don't have much to attack with, really.
Nathax, these are very impressionable children, and there has been rumors, I'm sure you've heard going around about wombats and their, evil, tempestuous, you name it, sort of nature. Oh, that's cute. It looks like
I
it's
guess
like
yeah. What are
flipping me
these
off.
rumors? I've been.
Eldrin
Yeah, I think it's a nerve. I think it's a
kicks the
nerve
cage
thing. I think
next
there's a
to where
nervous
Wilbur is.
system thing.
Like purposely?
Oh yeah, purposely I kick the cage. I see him flipping off.
Whoa, okay. Well, it actually looks like it knew what he was doing.
He's a little scamp. That's what I'll say about him.
What are these rumors specifically? Understandably, people don't want to approach and talk to a werewolf that often and like casually.
Right. Well, it's it goes all across the gamut. So and so's heard it from people in Azamare or Deswolf or Hasamal even and of course everybody everywhere in South Himea, Grifton. I don't have to name all the cities, do you? Anyways, yeah, but
No,
there's been
go on, keep going.
So in Nova Soul, Eisenheim, Maple East,
I'm on your leg.
oh, okay. Well, not really. All right, these children have been very waiting very patiently. Okay, great. Well,
Eldrin interrupts and says, "Excuse me, when you say children, what age group are we? I was under the impression that it was, 18, 20-year-olds. Is that a child here on land?"
Oh no! I just it is the freshman class. So sometimes they commonly act like children as they're growing into their bodies and their
Okay,
understanding
I
of the
just wanted
world.
to make sure because we really don't want to be subjecting children to this demonstration.
No, they're excited. They're very excited to be.
They're adults.
Yeah.
Okay. Eldritch
Milo's
pushing
Milo's
past
gonna
this thing
lean
that Thorn
in.
does too. Like they're not fucking children.
Yeah.
Milo's gonna lean in, and I want to assure you, as the recipient of many similar rumors,
Thank you
I
for
can
the
assure you that my
immersion,
friend Bert
Jamie.
will. Oh, of
Sorry,
course.
continue.
My friend Bert will be in control and will not terrorize these children.
Okay, well, it's as good as we're gonna get. Great, awesome. Well, I'm gonna go in, prepare the kids, just make sure they're all sitting down and got their little juice boxes. And
You give
as a
them
joke.
juice boxes?
No, I don't give them juice boxes. That was a joke because they're
Juice.
I look at Noros and I say, maybe it was the wrong choice to become a ranger and leave Enoria. It just seems like so juvenile.
Seems like a box would be the worst container to hold the juice of some kind. Is it like a wooden box or? Okay, well, I'm gonna. And you see him just duck out. All right, well, good luck. Is there anything else that you need from me?
Just give me 5 minutes, and then I'll be ready.
Give you
Just
5. Okay.
minutes. Mm-hmm.
So you want me if he comes back out, you want me to stall?
Just 5 minutes.
Everything okay?
Oh, everything's fine. I just real quick. I grab Noros and I pull him around a corner and I say in primordial, okay, you need to take 5 minutes. You're gonna help me come up with the best introduction ever. And Norris and I spend 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think like the beginning of that just goes like Norris just going like, hey, honey, I don't think it's gonna matter. They're apparently children with boxes of
children.
Juice.
They're not children, but how does this sound? What do you think of this line? A werewolf is like the tides, forever shifting between two worlds.
I don't know if we're allowed to curse in here, but that's really fucking good.
I know, right?
Yeah, you're gonna nail it.
If we weren't just colleagues, I would kiss you so hard right now.
Why did we have to just be colleagues?
I thought that it would be better. I don't know why. In my mind, sometimes the world revolves around me, and I thought that if Grancelli heard that there were two Tritons here who were together and married, that she would make the connection that it was us. So I wanted to go the complete opposite, that we're just colleagues. I almost went that we were brother and sister, but I couldn't do that.
You meant you think the world revolves around you, right? Because you said
it feels
the
like it does.
World.
I know it doesn't, but I mean.
Okay. Yeah. Plan sounds great.
Okay.
All right. What do I do? Do I take one of the wooden pails of juice?
You just need to stand next to the cage, really tough, at any moment this werewolf could go out of control and you're there to stop it.
Okay, so I can stand closer to to Narthax and not to Bert.
Well, yeah, we agree that Bert's mine because you, for some reason, can't seem to get along with him. Sure.
Listen, if Vanos needs to get along with Bert, I can play that up. I can give you 10 minutes.
All right. maybe you'll get lucky and you'll get to go home with Doris tonight.
All right. Just heads up. Cool. And
While that
yes.
conversation's happening, Milo is to like cover up their talking, because who knows who can speak primordial. Milo
they're
is
frightened
like
too.
stretching his stretching his arms, and doing some like light calisthenics and trills and like vocal warm-ups. The like, mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Brah,
Mo,
brah.
mommy, mamo.
Like,
Great. Milo.
I really just
As
feel
this
like
is
you're rubbing
going,
it in.
as they're going, just so nobody hears it.
Poor Wilbur.
Wilbur just watching.
Speaking nonsense because Wilbur can't speak at all.
Mhm.
Yeah. Milo and Wilbur, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
$22.
Nice.
One second. Oh, fuck. That is a 24.
24. Cool. Both of you notice that as like Milo, you're doing like kind of stretching out and doing, I think you're doing like a little bit of like a Running Man sort of thing, and you're shaking the cage a little bit. You hear you hear the sound of like something hard falling on concrete just below the cage. 24 is both of you guys hear something falls off the cage from the bottom.
I'm gonna look down and look up at Eldrin and what?
I'll say like Eldrin and
What
Norris,
just
you guys
fell
are
out
coming back.
What?
What just fell under the cage?
I'll look. So I'll look. I'll like lean down and look to see if I can find anything.
Sweet. You see what looks to be like a large like a fantasy version of like a large manila envelope. I'm trying to think of like how that would look, but yeah, like a leather pouch, I guess would be a better way.
Eldrin pulls that out and says, "What is this?"
To who?
To everyone, and then I'll just open it.
Cool. First thing you notice is there's a slip of paper that says "Good luck, idiots." And it looks like there is a couple of items in there. You find what looks to be a bronze brooch, like kind of like a clasp for like a robe or for like a cloak. It looks marsupial in nature, I think. Like you see like a general sort of like shape. It could be a bear, it could be a wombat. You see
marsupials.
You see an ink bottle that kind of like falls out and seems to have like a little stopper on it that kind of like rolls around on the ground and stops. And then you find what looks to be like a just a like a very dull like iron chain that looks like it like could be like worn as like a necklace or a
dibs.
Things that go on your wrists. Bracelets. There we go.
I look at this piece of paper and I turn it over to see if there's anything else written on it, which I'm sure there's not. You can tell me if there is.
It says idiot on the back.
Eldrin's really annoyed.
Just much smaller and at the bottom.
yeah.
No, it's actually written. It's the same symbol Eldrin put on well, name tent.
Oh,
as
I
Milo
love
called it.
that. I love
Yes.
that.
Which probably means like idiot in primordial or something.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
that. Okay. Now is not the time to just spring on items without explaining what they are. We had an entire carriage ride together where he could have just presented this to us.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but
Look, if I
he
learned
wasn't gonna
one
do
thing
that.
and I clutched the necklace with the ring that Broomhilda gave me around my neck, I said, if I learned one thing, it's never to put on something or use something that you haven't identified. So I guess we won't use any of this. Thanks, Huxley, wherever the hell you are.
Beautiful. As you say, Huxley, the door
Sure, and
bursts.
Milo's gonna sleight of hand snatch
That's fine.
the bracelet.
You got it. If you're trying to, like, obviously, if Elgin decides it's okay that you can have it, is fine. But we'll say, Milo, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check just in case.
24.
Yeah, he take. I think Eldrin wasn't going to really keep it from him. She just assumed that her saying none of us are going to use this was enough. So confidently, just as he's still taking it from her, she was dropping the envelope into the cage just to keep it there.
But notably, you do not see him take it.
No, I don't.
You do, however, see SAS bracelets on his hands.
Do you put it on?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I love that. The door bursts open as you see our logo. Okay, they're ready. They're very rambunctious. Everybody ready?
Yes, we are.
Oh, sorry. One thing, we need to widen this door. Hold on
As
one
I'll
second.
ever be.
And you see the door
pointedly-
magically widens,
I look
widens
pointedly at
up.
Milo, and I say, and I turn back to the professor and I say, hopefully my head injury while I was trying to range won't make it so that I mess up today. I will do my best.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Mm-hmm.
You'll do fine.
It'll be great.
Well, Professor Thorne, I think I have it from here. Thank you. Professor Thorne just goes, very well. Well, Uthrin. You see him just kind of walk off.
Arwell, as you in your opinion, should I act up the werewolf thing and like going a little crazy, or should I just should I play it chill? What do you think the kids would like?
Yes, absolutely. Go as nuts as you can. All right, we're going to make... all right, the door's ready to go. All right, ready? Everybody, let's go. Milo, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Shit. Wisdom saving.
You have advantage because of Hero's Feast.
Oh, hold on one second. I'm sorry. Let me make sure. Yeah, it is a wisdom save.
You have
Exactly.
wisdom saving throws with advantage.
Hey, that added one. So that's 19.
Cool. The door, the door widens, opens. Everybody cheers as the carriage is being pulled in. And Milo, you can't move a muscle. And we will cut from there.
Oh no!
As we come back to Seren, Guar, and Broomhilda, I couldn't have written that better. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll see what happens later. But yeah, so Seren and Guar, you walk in with Broomhilda and Faustus. Okay. Are some of you guys still coming with me?
I think Broomhilda should probably help fix the chandelier. I think she's the only one of us that can maybe actually do it.
Yeah, I can do that. That's fine. Was it? Sorry about that. That was not.
You
I just
did,
panicked.
You did fine. I
Are
mean,
you okay?
Yeah,
she let us
yeah.
pass. So
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Do I still need to look like this? We talked about maybe.
Yeah, I think that's probably for the best. You look good though.
Okay.
You look good. Um, Lucia, do you want to keep those glasses?
yeah, I'll
Okay,
keep
cool.
the freaky see dead people glasses. Sure.
Sure. Well, I mean, you're good at finding things. It'll just help you find them faster. Um, so my plan was to explore and see where we can meet up with the other group. And I was gonna do my thing. Are you all still okay with me doing that, or do you want me to stay here with you?
I mean, it would be good to know what's going on around here.
Okay,
If
got
you
it. Yeah, give
want
me
to
a minute.
be okay.
Yeah, give me a minute. And I would probably like go duck around a corner, pull out my armor,
Okay.
make sure that no one's around, obviously. But
You got it. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
okay, I don't have my armor on, so I don't have disadvantage.
That's true.
19.
All right.
Yeah.
My gosh, I hate that this is so small. Hold on. Okay, there. All right. While Guar walks away to do that, you see a figure approach that you recognize. I don't have his name on the top of my head right now. I forget, what's this dude's name?
Oh, it's not
Felix.
Frederick. It was the dork.
Felix?
Yeah. Felix, thank you. You see Felix walking. Hello, excuse me. Can I help you?
No, we're fine.
Great. Well, you're standing in the way with students that are about to come out of their class. Isn't there a certain place for you people to go to?
We're here to fix the chandelier, which you know because I saw you 2 days ago.
Right. Well, so many people.
And then you got yelled at by the
I don't
magister.
recall that.
Yeah.
Well, if you have been here before, you do know where the library is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
I think at this point I would come around with my disguised self.
I'm going to say give me an initiative roll.
Okay.
Well, I'll say, are you donning armor or are you just disguising self?
I'm putting armor on and then disguising self. That was my plan.
So armor takes 10 minutes to put on.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
I would say I'd hear this and stop.
Cool.
And disguise self.
You got
And
it.
come around the corner as Lionel Manticorus.
Okay. Cool. Beautiful. Lionel, you appear.
That was another nat 20 on initiative.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't need it with the armor if you're not doing armor.
Gotcha. Okay. So I walk around the corner, hearing all this. Excuse me, servant boy. I seem to have lost my tour group, and I'm looking for my. I seem to have lost my way.
Okay. Well, I'm not I'm not a boy. I am I am one of the tour guides. Well, who are you supposed to be with?
I can't remember. Their name wasn't important to me.
All right. What was your name?
Oh, I am Lionel Manticorus of the Oreskos Manticoruses. You've probably heard of us.
You see, he pulls a like a clipboard out of thin air. And I wasn't aware of any new prospective students coming in by that name.
My family didn't want anybody to know I was coming because I'm so important.
Your family didn't want anyone to know that you were coming because you're so important.
Yes, they didn't want to cause a stir. We wanted the students to learn their academics. I didn't want to overwhelm them with my presence.
Okay, great. Okay, well, Lina, did you checked in with whatever her name is up there?
Miss Doris, of course, her name was important. She was very friendly.
Very well. Well, I'm sure you'll get along fine.
You two work together. No, you should know her name.
She works for the school. I am a
You are also
student.
an employee.
Well, no, I'm a student employee, and it's.
Oh, so you're less than an employee.
Well, I mean, that's.
Would you please do your job and show me around this school so I can get my bearings?
Fine. You don't know your tour guide's name. You're not on the list.
It wasn't important. Fine, I will just speak to Miss Doris and find out where you.
No. That's fine. That's fine. You can. I will direct you where to first, Mister. What was your name?
Manticorus.
Manticorus.
You may call me Lionel if you're nice.
All right. Well, Mr. Manticorus, where how much of the tour have you had so far?
I've barely gotten through the door and got lost in these hallways. They're not very well marked.
Okay, so you went through the front door here, and then you got lost in the
I went
general
exploring
entrance?
because the tour was boring. I wanted to find where the sorcery was.
Okay. Well, I guess that is a place to start, I guess.
I am an aspiring wizard, but I wanted to see my competition.
Right. Well, aren't we all?
I can do an excellent mending spell.
Great. Well, Mr. Manticorus, just right this way, and
Finally.
you know, you the two of you should really get out of the hallway, seriously. And you see him kind of like walk off.
I was gonna say, as they were talking, Seren's gonna look at Faustus and Broomhilda and just go like, "Should we just like?"
She said that he said the two of. Did he just not see me, or was that? Am I blending in too much or not enough?
Well, I mean, if you're blending in too much, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, this is stupid. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go mend a chandelier. And you see Faustus and Broomhilda start to head off in direction towards the library. Seren, where are you going?
Seren is going to follow them for now.
Cool.
To stay with Broomhilda.
You got it. Give me a perception check with advantage.
25.
25. Nice. You see as they pass by a kind of like a crowded sort of student hallway, you see a figure kind of stop suddenly, robe and hood up, look in their direction and start to follow them. I guess I need to clarify this because you did this. Are you wearing the glasses?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. do you
She's
do?
gonna go like this and
Mhm.
see it. Yeah.
You go down and you see there are only 2 people that are walking in that direction. And with that, we'll take our 10-minute break. See you guys in 10. And we are back. Yeah, so I think as we come out to a very excited group of students, children, little tiny kids. No. What do I got here for this? I feel
Really,
like
the
I
twist
have.
is they're just all halflings, and this school is just really racist.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you hear Professor Arwell just go, "Ladies and gentlemen, Narthax the Insatiable!" And as the carriage is being pushed in, Milo, you want to showcase what Narthax is doing right now? All the kids are just staring. Is it even real?
Yeah, no, he's real. I go over to Milo and I put my hand on him to be like, stop being weird. And then I'm sure I feel he's completely rigid.
Roll me a medicine check. You're a cleric. This is pretty easy, but
And
I also feel
21.
like Milo's hands would be like on the final bracelet or like on the class as he's putting it on. Like he'd be stuck like
this.
that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Yeah.
21.
Cool. Yeah, the 21. I will say, because I feel like there's got to be like a pause of that in the idea of like the concept of how this was intended to be used. I think there's like a moment of like you're just like this. So there's like a second where it's not like you're like it's not obvious that you're holding on to it. There's just like a like this. But yeah, 21. You absolutely could tell Milo is magically frozen.
Aldrin closes her eyes and takes a very deep breath. And can she take the bracelets off of him?
In the cage.
Yeah. Can she like reach in?
I'm gonna say, give me a. I'll ask Milo to do it. Milo, give me a luck roll, DC 15, because I just imagine where your hands are might be difficult for you to be able to reach in without you having to like.
That was a cocked 15.
15 on the die. So yeah,
On your tippy toes.
you could do it, but you're on your tippy toes and your body is smushed against the.
I instead of I realize I'm not going to go on my tippy toes. I turn to Noros and I mutter in primordial under my breath. I'll get the presentation started. Take those damn bracelets off of his wrists, so that he can do something. He's an idiot. He won't listen.
Are you sure it's the bracelet?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
I turn to the class.
Yeah. In the background, as you're doing this, you see Noros looking at Wilbur. First, like questioning. Has Noros just, or has Wilbur just like lost it based on the idea of everyone being able to talk and do what they want, and has somehow cast a spell on Milo? So as you're doing your presentation, you see a series of you see Noros kind of like getting close to the cage. And, what did you do? What did you do? What the fuck did you do? Just whisper. It's fine. She's doing a presentation. It's fine. Just tell me what you did. Did you do anything? Why don't I believe you? I swear to God, if you flip me off one more time, I'm going to come into that cage and I'm going to beat you. You see behind Eldris, you see Noros reaching in the cage, but not for Milos' wrist.
Eldrin, as this is happening, begins her presentation.
and as that starts,
yeah,
Wilbur's just gonna like full circle zoomy in place. Just around in circles.
I see this out of the corner of my eye, and I say, I apologize as my good colleague over here is our werewolf friend is a little shy right now. So sometimes werewolves they freeze when they are scared, or you know, or sometimes they're wearing bracelets that need to be taken off of their wrists. But anyway, let us begin this presentation. So, I like to say that a werewolf, God damn it, is like the tides, forever shifting between two forms. By day, it swims through life as a normal human, blending in just like a. Eldrin starts like thinking, just like a fish in a school.
At this moment is when they come off.
And then Eldrin says, "Now, so Norris has gotten it off."
Yeah, Norris has gotten it off and is now on the floor panting.
Ignore my colleague. He is.
Is he's in the cage?
No, this was all outside of the cage. This was him reaching in through the bars trying to get to you. Yeah.
Milo's gonna kneel down, and as he's like getting back up to his feet, he's like on his knee. Milo's gonna hit him in the forehead.
You're gonna hit him in the forehead?
Flick him, just like
flick him in the forehead.
For antagonizing Wilbur.
Gotcha.
Yes, Team Wilbur.
Anyway, if my colleague could please stand up and be a little bit more professional, we can continue with this presentation.
Sorry, that wasn't very ranger of me. I apologize.
No. We will not be ranging later today. You don't deserve it. Anyway, when the full moon rises, this change washes over these werewolves.
Guys, I saw it move.
Yes, he's moving now. Can I please finish this? I wrote this out, and I would like to. I'm sorry.
Is the werewolf gonna eat the little bear?
No. And if you would listen to what I'm going to say, it will explain why it's not going to be eaten.
That's a wombat, you idiot.
Why do you sound like children? You're 20 years old.
I'm 18.
Great. Then you're all old enough to have the respect.
Wait. Is that in character, Wilbur going?
Yeah.
Guys, I swear the wombat just freaking made fun of Gerald.
Taking a note from Ilrin Enarast's book, Eldrin slams her palm on the table again and says, "You are all old enough to listen when a professor or someone who has more experience than you is talking. So why don't you look at me and let me finish what I started. Or I'll wheel this thing right back out and you won't get to even see me put that wombat in its mouth."
Okay. Well, okay. All right. Well, kids, students, for adults, give me 1 second with Ranger Uthrin. Hey, down here. What's up?
I'm
You
trying
okay?
to present what I wanted to say.
Okay.
And they're not allowing me to.
Right. Well, okay. So this is your first presentation in a group of young adults.
No, I've done plenty of presentations in Anora where people seem to have a lot more respect and listen.
All right. I just pull it back a little bit. Maybe do something fun and exciting.
They listen to me and let me speak.
Right. Okay. Well, this is my classroom, and I'm asking you to behave. I'm asking you to behave in a way that is suitable to how I run things, and then you can
And
go
by
back to your underwater forest and do things however you would like.
and I just by I am not as me, the ranger. No, no, you're right. People don't listen to me when I speak all the time because I don't have authority.
This
Yeah.
is boring. Hey, Frederick, maybe you should just hold on a minute, bud. It's a different Frederick, by the way. That was the first name that came up to me.
That's 3 so far.
Yeah, there's 3 Hey, it's a big world, okay?
Okay. Eldrin nods at the professor and says, I apologize for my outburst. It's really hard knowing that my animal companion, whom I love with all my heart, is in there with that beast that sounds like he is in control, but at any moment he could eat Bert. So I'm a little on edge.
See, that's exactly what I was worried about. Do we need to just maybe cancel this and have it go another time?
No. We don't need to cancel it. Just let me get through my speech, and then we'll do the presentations. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
please continue. All of this was done at the front of the class.
Oh, 100%.
So in front of the kids, in front of the young adults, in front of the 18 to 20-year-old college
Yeah, Eldrin
children.
completely had a royal princess meltdown about why no one is listening to her and deferring to her
Yep.
in front of everyone. Where I feel like even Noros was like, "Oh God, oh no."
So what do werewolves eat?
Whatever they want to, but they like raw meat. It seems when they change back into Eldrin, like has a little piece of paper and she like goes down that her and Nor scrawled on in that 5 minutes time, and she goes, as thick as seaweed, eyes that shine like the sun on the water. No, they they eat meat. They really like raw meat, but once they turn
Okay.
back into their humanoid form, they don't like it so much. Some of them will try it out, which is really weird and is something that I would like never to have to see again. And then they learn the hard way that it doesn't taste as good. Any other questions?
Is that a wombat?
Yes, that is one of the dumb wombats, as we like to call them in the academic field.
Dumb bat.
Eldrin nods and she says, "Yes, dumb bat is a good shorthand for that."
Hey, it looks like it's looking right at me, dude.
It probably is because even though it is dumb, because it does not. How many of you heard the voice in the sky, or heard of the voice in the sky talking about wombats? I mean, it's going off script.
You see Nervous sort of looking around. You see the girl that you said any other questions to, raise your hand.
Yes, you.
None of us heard it.
But you heard of it?
Well, Simon back there said that yeah, my older brother heard it.
Okay, so then you're aware of the prejudice that is against some wombats, not the dumb ones, not the dumb bats as you call
But he
them.
talks a lot of shit, so there's a good chance that he didn't hear anything.
Okay. So then we know nothing. We know nothing. Oh, I'm
I gotta
echoing.
mute you, Jamie. Go ahead.
So then this class knows nothing then about wombats versus dumb wombats, and correct?
You hear a murmur through the whole class. Like, oh.
Okay, well, forget I said anything on that. It's not relevant to this right now.
Is it gonna eat it?
What?
Is it gonna eat it?
No, it's not going to eat it. Just give me a second. The point of this presentation is to show that even though this humanoid shell that we all have, it can give way to this beast that's inside this cage. So this beast with fur is as thick as seaweed and claws as sharp as a stingray, barb or something like that. Um, it 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 doesn't just it's in control. All right, it's in control. That's what I'm trying to say. I was trying to. Eldrin like puts her head down and she's like, "This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be." All right, fine. Let's just do the presentation. Colleague, can
Oh
you
my
open
god! All of that was the intro. Hey! Let's. Oh, actually, no. That's a good point. Noros comes up and goes, "Hey, why don't you just, maybe respect it's hard work up here doing this, and Uthrin's doing a great job. So, Simon, is it? Why don't you shut up?" you see, I woke up. Oh, sorry. Why don't you pay attention to the rest of the presentation without talking? Yeah. All right. So, well, you guys want to see a werewolf up close, right? I mean, I think they're ready for it, hun. Uthrin, you hear a murmur through the closet. Ooh.
I've told you once, and I've told you twice, Volmos. We were just colleagues.
You hear the now audience at home just go, "Ah."
And it can never be anything but. So be prepared.
As this gets awkward, Milo's going to like shoulder into the cage, like bump the over a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I'm
You're
not good
dumb
enough. I'm not good enough for. I'm not dumb. And you hear like a ooh.
In Wilbur's head, he's thinking, "You aren't good enough."
and Eldrin like kind of, oh god, she's not good at this, drops it, and she looks at him and she's like, I'm not, it's fine. You're not, I know you're not dumb.
Right. You're right. Okay, cool. You guys want to see a werewolf?
Eldrin finally goes, I can't do this anymore. This is too much. I need some air, and I need to get out of this room. So I'm gonna let my colleagues handle this. Bye. And Eldrin's gonna leave.
Okay.
At that, Milo's gonna drop the like wild act and yes, and Uthrin. That was a wonderfully informative intro and history. There was some in there. It was great. It was. Can we all give a hand for Uthrin? This was wonderful.
Holy shit! It can talk.
Is Wilbur clapping?
Dude, they trained the wombat to clap.
Eldrin turns back around, realizing that she does have she's a ranger, and this isn't her animal companion that she's leaving behind.
Yeah.
She turns back around and she goes, I'm still really flustered and need to leave the room, but I need my support animal. So I go into the cage to take Wilbur.
Cool. It only knows how to clap. Dumb bat!
So I'll let my colleague.
I am shitting on the floor of this cage right now.
Oh shit, dude! It just shit.
So I'll look at Noros. and I'll
It
say, I'm gonna let
crapped.
my colleague take control of this werewolf. I need some air and some time to myself because I'm not a public speaker, as you all can tell. So I'm gonna take Bert out of here, and I pick Bert up.
Bert is still clapping.
He knows
You
one
see,
trick.
Wilbur, roll me a performance check.
I will happily roll a performance check since I have a -1. It's a 5 for a total of 4.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think in the idea of the performance being here's a wombat that has learned how to do one thing, you see the assholes in the back of the class are like, yeah, dude, yeah, yeah, and you see like there's other students that are like that are being quiet and also now are like turning back around. Can you stop? I'm trying to learn about a werewolf. Continue, Mr. Werewolf.
So I pick up Wilbur and I take him out of the room, and I look at Noros and just like say like under my breath and pour more, and be like, handle it. I'm gonna do my thing now.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
I feel like as Norris is like going to open the cage
Mm-hmm.
as Milo's talking, and he says, "Thank you, my esteemed colleague as well." And he pats him on the shoulder with his claw as he like steps out of the cage. Um, so yes, we've established I'm a werewolf, and I am fully sentient and fully in control. I have no urge to as he says this he's gonna lunge the first row of kids to beat you or attack or anything like that. um it's we like to kid. No, typically this is my normal. I am I'm here. I can answer questions if you have. I can show some skills. Has anyone ever gone on a piggyback ride with a werewolf?
Give me give me an intimidation check first. As
Yeah,
you scare
sure.
the first row.
Ooh,
I'm going to be clear on this.
ooh,
This is
that's
a check
either.
to see how well you're able to maintain control on the idea that you're trying to excite them and freak them out, but not make them shit themselves.
Oh, okay. Okay, 17.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great. Good. Yeah, you see like you see the kid that like went like ah. I was just kidding. Pay attention.
Yeah, and Milo's. I'm gonna go to give him a high five.
Yeah. Cool.
Uh, All right.
All right. You see,
So I think.
Arwell is so excited that he is like now just jumping up and down in his seat and like clapping. Now that things are going a good way.
So yeah, I think first demonstration. Who is the smallest in the classroom?
You see everybody point to the smallest in the
Just
classroom.
gonna like peer and look at the. Milo's gonna follow them and like saunter up. Yes, what's your name?
You definitely see a couple kids point to the professor for sure. As you come up
Yeah.
to a female halfling girl, but who is actually even still a little taller than the professor. Um, um, Quinn.
Hi, Quinn. Nice to meet you. I am Narthax, the Insatiable. we all kind of come up with those names. It's not really indicative of who I am. It's a more of a indicative of where I fall in my pack, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Would you be interested in helping me with a demonstration?
Okay.
All right. I promise you will not get hurt, and it will be fun.
Okay.
Do you mind if I pick you up?
Okay.
All right. My and like puts her on his shoulders like a kid at a concert, and and uh, and just starts running towards the blackboard at the front of the room,
Okay. You got it.
and like like way faster than he would be able to stop at the blackboard. And as he reaches it, he just starts running up the blackboard and around the room horizontally
Okay. Cool.
with
Awesome.
this kid on his shoulders.
You got it. You hear as we because I want to make sure we get to everybody here. We hear like a moment of like, oh, cool, and I think like Eldrin, as the door is like kind of like peering open, you hear someone go, "I didn't know werewolves could climb on ceilings," and that's where we'll have to cut you guys. As now there is someone who thinks that there's a dude who thinks there's a werewolf. That's what werewolves do, and who knows, maybe. Yeah, it
They
is.
listen to my,
I'm a
my
ra-
little
We got
speech.
claws. We run on the walls.
I'm a ranger. Yeah, it is. Cool.
For all I know, it could have been in my speech. They'll never know. They
They'll
don't
never
deserve
know.
it.
We will cut over to so I think Lionel, go ahead and roll me roll me a luck roll DC 11.
12.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Awesome. All right. Okay, so this is the we have to pass by this hallway to get to the sorcery room. Was there a specific type of sorcery you were interested in learning?
Of course, obviously, I want to learn all of it.
All of it. Right. Well, typically most sorcerers tend to lean like so sorcerers, an innate sort of like thing of magic. So like what is your innate where does your innate magic come from? Obviously not not a dragon sorcerer by any means or anything like that, but
Do I look like a dragon?
no, that's why I was saying the joke. Just excuse me. Hello? It's pushing through people.
Excuse me.
You see a kid just continues walking on.
I maintain eye contact as they walk away.
Beautiful.
Where were we? Oh, sorcery? I mean, I'm actually a wizard, but I just wanted to see the sorcerers because I think I could do better than them, and I want to see my competition. But I guess I would be interested in seeing, what do you call the spell where there's a ball that is made of fire?
That's a flaming sphere. And so you're okay. So you're wanting to be a wizard, but you're trying to find out your competition. Well, speaking as a wizard myself,
They're cheaters.
they are.
They have their magic inside of them. It's bullshit.
That's quite right, Lionel. Right? Yes, that's absolutely correct. This is just a bunch of fucking worthless
freeloaders,
lucky people that have. I'm so glad you think so. And as you're saying this, you're walking by whatever is happening with Eldrin and Wilbur right now.
Oh, am I outside?
Yeah,
Wilbur?
you're in the hallway where Lionel and Felix are walking
Um,
by.
I think they see I was just about to put Wilbur down onto two legs and take his hand like I'm used to doing, but I
Hmm.
see other people and I then put him down and say, "Good boy, standing on two legs. Now sit. Sit, Bert, please."
I would see them and
Just Bert sit.
immediately say, "Are those wizards over there?" and point in the opposite direction.
Okay, you got it. Yep,
Save.
100% works. Oh, there might be some of my people. Yeah. Oh,
I like lean down to Wilmer and I talk to him in primordial. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, please, just a little bit longer. Just act like a wombat that isn't you.
I'm just gonna plump down on my big fat ass as hard as I can.
I will make this up to you. I promise. I will. You get to choose the next non. I don't know. The next adventure we go on that isn't about saving the world. It's yours. You get to choose. Okay. You're still the best wombat. You're my best friend. God, if
uh,
anyone walking by.
Wilbur, Wilbur, roll me, Wilbur, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Great. 22.
22. Cool. I think as you plop yourself down, as Eldrin's saying that, you see. Well, I'll say with the 22, it's not enough for anybody to notice, except for Eldrin, Wilbur, and obviously Guar, because Guar recognizes you guys. As Wilbur kind of like plops himself down hard, there's a moment where there's like this like kind of like arcing electricity that kind of comes up, like kind of shoots out
Oh, good. I shoot lightning out of my ass now
when you're mad.
when I'm mad.
Wilbur, I
Wilbur's
am sorry.
Wilbur's just gonna look at Eldrin and just shrug because that's really all he can do right now. But is totally keeping mental notes of how many times Eldrin referred to him as dumb wombat in that presentation.
Also, dumb bat.
Dumb bat.
Dumb bat.
Dumb
You know,
bat.
the kid's
Which,
chance.
Which Eldrin like totally doesn't see anything wrong with because you had said, well, you as Joe had said that, oh, you want me to play the dumb wombat, so she thought it was totally fine, not that it was
Right.
only okay for you to say it.
Right.
So she's like, okay, well, I mean, let's look. We just need to find my brother, and then we can get out of here, and you can yell at me and say whatever you want to me. But we'll come out of this stronger because we are best friends. I promise.
Lino, if you'd like to walk up in this moment, you certainly can.
Sorry, say that again.
What is Lino doing as?
I'm trying to distract Felix and going over to the
success.
Yeah, the wizards. Yeah.
If you you've probably seen now.
Oh, you're going with him?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, you see, Felix kind of like leans up. Get out of my way. No, those are. You see the Dragonborns. Honestly, sometimes can make fantastic wizards if they don't just adopt whatever inner nature they have for they're all sorcerers.
The fire breath. It's too easy.
Well, and we're in the sorcerer. We're about to get into the sorcerer hallway anyway, so it does make sense that we're going to be seeing more. Wizards are on the opposite side.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
they'd probably be fighting all the time.
Well, when fighting's strictly not allowed here, but.
Guar, what's Lionel's full name?
Lionel Manticoris.
Okay, Eldrin stops for a second and says, oh my god, is that Lionel Manticoris? Here at this school?
Why does that Triton with the small bow know your name?
I turn around. I look at Eldrin and I go,
You don't know me, but
I'm
I've
trying
heard
not
of
to
you.
call. Well, that's wonderful, little blue person. It's really nice of you to recognize me. Don't tell anyone. I'm trying not to cause a disruption in the classes.
I look at whatever this guy's name is, Felix, and I
Felix.
say, you are very lucky. I mean, wait, are you a he or a she?
He.
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 Oh
Yeah.
wait,
Okay, so
Lionel. Yeah.
I'm just like a
yeah.
little edgelord, is all. Yeah.
Okay. I say his family is very powerful and magic. I don't know much about magic because I'm a ranger, and this is my animal companion. But I've
Actually, there are
heard,
rangers in my family.
yes,
What's your
I
favorite ranger spell?
um, Eldrin thinks to everything that Wilbur has done. Um, this I don't know what you call it, but it's twigs and they blight things.
Wilbur, do you want to help here in any way?
I can't say anything.
I know. I was saying, like, if you wanted to try to act out something when, like,
Um, Hunter's mark. I like that one.
That's
you know,
excellent.
some wizards can learn that spell as well. So
Excellent. Outstanding.
I look at him. Is he taller than me?
no,
Oh, yeah. Oh, Felix? Oh, yeah.
Felix
no.
isn't. No.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Oh, you're like 4'11", right?
I'm 4'9".
Yeah. He's definitely taller than you. He's like probably like 5'4".
I look up at him and I say, "Yeah, I understand that. But can you kill something in cold blood, then skin it and eat it for dinner that night?"
Please roll me an intimidation check. I rolled pretty well.
Okay.
Wilbur just got a little bit nauseous.
Oh no, my thing went away. Hold on, sorry. I hate having 3 screens. There it is. Okay, intimidation is -1. 4.
Beautiful. You see Felix responds with, well, can you make several different versions of yourselves and then have conversations and solve problems talking with the other versions of yourselves? I don't
No,
think
I
so.
have friends. I don't need that.
Oh, shit.
I have friends.
Although
Come on, Lionel.
Elder
Well,
feels kind of bad.
Do you really do that? Or do you need do you need my help to find some friends? I'm very, very famous.
No, I don't even know that spell yet. Come on, let's go. Let's
Well, why did you
let's
say
leave
it then?
this silly blue person alone. And I'll say in
Why
this
she-
moment, because Noros is like, I'm now doing nothing. Milo has the whole class. Like I'm good. I'm just gonna sneak out. This moment comes out and goes, what'd you say? What the fuck did you say? What did you say? That is my colleague.
Yep.
Go. Walk. Aren't you a
Are-
student? Get the fuck out of here.
Are you also a ranger?
But you're yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We're just-
There are 2 of you.
Maybe you guys should leave.
Yes, perhaps we should. We have important matters to attend to. Like looking at sorcerers and making fun of them.
Felix goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Just walks out with you.
I mean, what's wrong with being born and with something innately and,
Gone.
being okay.
Gone. I gotta move it.
Yeah,
they're gone.
yeah. I didn't like that young adultus, I guess you would call it.
These kids. Hey, Wilbur,
They're not
can you
kids.
just be
That's
a
the thing that's so frustrating. Like honestly, my love, and I'm speaking in primordial. Wilbur can understand. Honestly,
Okay.
my love, I need to, we need to do what we came here for. But I need to see these Tritons that left home and are here. Are they acting this immature?
You know what? I mean, if we find Seren along the way, then we do what we're supposed to. But maybe if we find them along the way, then we just, kind of like take a little detour.
Yeah, it just seems like they need to be a better representation of who we are as a people. If, oh my goodness.
I think we're good. Honestly, Milo's killing it in
Okay.
there.
Well,
He just did 3 backflips in a row.
okay. Well, you know what? Let me cast this locate creature thing and let's start taking a walk around.
Okay. All right. And you
I'm
do
gonna
that.
cast. Yeah, I'm gonna cast locate creature, and it lasts for an hour. I think about Volmos.
Okay.
And yeah,
You got it.
do you need to know what the spell says, or
Nope, we're good. So we have to cut into. So so Guar, Lionos walking with Felix. Is there any specific like area that like you want to go to? Not Liono, what Guar wants to go to.
I would say like he would probably want to find obviously like I think the next thing he was trying not to be too obvious about it, but I think eventually he'd want to get to the dungeons.
or would you want to go to the? You wanted to get proof, right?
Yeah.
So you would know from Eldrin's conversations with you, and also the map from Faustus, that Alistair told us the. Where is it? Oh my gosh, why can't I find it? I have it in this note right here that I have opened. I think it's like the South Tower or something like that. Where, oh my god, sorry guys.
We could say you could just head in that direction. I just need to know where you were heading.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks, Lorraine. Okay, so yeah, I would say I'd say that.
Cool, you got it. So yeah, you guys spend a little time in the sorcerer's sort of corner, and then you say like, "What's happening?" I've heard that like the South Tower, like that sort of thing, or yeah, however Lino does it.
Yeah, the entire it's east side of the school. Sorry,
I've heard the east side of the school is quite famous, and I would like to see that because I think it would be good.
Well, yeah, because that's where the wizards stay. Yeah, come on.
Well, of course. See, I knew it. It was wizarding intuition.
Let's get out of this. Get out of my way, sorcerer.
Jeez, I'm basically a wizard and a sorcerer. This is amazing.
You now go. You're now going. Also, like, there's a weird moment where Guar, you are now eventually walking past the like front entrance of where you came in. So you did like a full like loop, and you're going the opposite way. Beautiful. So we cut from there to Seren, who has noticed someone is on the tail of Faustus and Brumhilda. Someone who is trying to be invisible.
Does she know exactly what these glasses do now? Like, is there a description? Like,
roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Because Kayla does not know, other than see dead people. 10.
10 is the DC. The idea of like seeing the dead is kind of like a little bit more of like a jarring sort of thing. But I guess I typed in the wrong thing. Hold on. No, I typed in the right thing. It's getting the concept after you're watching this like figure that you're able to take the glasses off and see that they're invisible, you get the idea that you must be able to have true sight with these glasses. Creature with true sight can, out of a specific range, see in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions, and succeed on saving throws against them, and perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, the creature can see into the ethereal plane, which is
that's what I was going to ask. I was like, can't they see in the ethereal?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. She's immediately gonna take her like kind of start following, but take her coin out and say, Huxley, are you doing the invisible thing? And are you following Brumhilda and Faustus right now? Or is there somebody else?
Roll me a luck roll, say DC 11.
12.
Cool. You hear a response. No, I'm crawling through shit right now.
Gross. Okay. What? Never mind. And she's gonna tell the invisible person.
You got it. Cool. Yeah, as you are following them into the library, you see the kind of like oddly sort of like bulky robe is flowing. You see figures that are walking the opposite direction that this figure seems to be able to expertly kind of maneuver in and out of the way of. As you see Faustus eventually get to the center of the library, you see Magister Thana is there. You see a conversation that is happening that is clearly you're happy to be in the distance that you are. I think roll me a perception check.
30.
30. Cool.
30.
From even the distance of where you are, which is kind of probably just outside the library and kind of archway sort of area, you can see Brumhilda balling her fists, the very white knuckled as she's walking with Faustus. Faustus is used to it. She's not. She's very not. I think actually I'll give you this with a 30. I'll just give you the insight. Brumhilda's last name is the Great, and she hates that name, but she's also used to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What are you doing?
Does she see this invisible person still?
Yeah, you see the figure kind of goes by the bookcase, kind of stops and is peering out from behind it, still watching as this conversation's going on.
She's gonna use her ring of sending, to ask Frederick where he's at.
Okay.
Tiefling Frederick specifically.
So many of them.
You got it. The only Frederick that I have a picture for, you see the figure immediately kind of shifts a little bit, and you hear a response going, "Are you here right now?"
She's gonna walk over to the cloaked figure.
Okay.
And just stand in front of him.
Oh shit, you're not gonna believe this. You're standing right in front of me right now.
She's gonna take the glasses off and then put them back on and go, I know.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Well, hold on one second. Actually, hide me for a second. You see him kind of duck behind a corner. He's gonna roll stealth. You're giving him advantage. Wow. Okay. Cool. I'll tell you, one of those is a nat one. As he kind of trips on some of the books. Okay. And he drops invisibility. Hey.
What are you doing? Why are you trailing after my friends?
I saw Faustus. I assumed that that you were. I don't know. I guess I thought maybe you were the blonde girl, woman, person.
No, that's Broomhilda. She's the super magic-y one that's gonna.
I don't know what a Broomhilda is.
Fix this. She's gonna fix the chandelier.
Oh, okay.
As a distraction, to do what we're here to do.
Right. What's my job?
We have to wait for the princess that I talked about. She's gonna try to see if she can locate who we're looking for, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
You can come with us.
Okay.
Potentially.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I could be super stealthy. I mean, there's I don't imagine there's a lot of students or even faculty that are having. They look good on you, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I'm not even like I'm not a fan of princesses.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So all right. So we're waiting for. What does she look like?
She's blue.
Okay.
We
Oh,
we have
like Melissa. Is she like a? She's like a Triton.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's gonna contact me. Well, I can contact her and ask. We have these coins to talk back and forth.
That's
Kinda
crazy. You
the
got
sending spot.
all the cool shit. I feel like I'm like wasting my time here. Just, should be out there doing what you guys are doing. With you guys. I mean, it's just,
I mean,
together.
we're in here doing cool shit.
Yeah, no, I know.
So-
I'm just saying like afterwards.
Maybe you should finish your studies first. And then maybe after that.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand in this corner and see if Eldrin found anything out yet.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna
Go read a book over there or be invisible or something, and I'll let you know.
Yeah. I'll go be invisible. Or something. I'm gonna roll something for him. Okay.
We're gonna make a villain.
Cool. Yeah, he looks a little dejected as he goes over to you see him like kind of walking like I think you kind of get a now at this point as you're like close up, you probably get the difference of like probably like a little bit of like a difference in like tone. So you're able to see someone like going in and out of invisibility. As they like go a little bit brighter, like everything becomes like a little bit higher on the brightness. You see him kind of walk over to the corner of a table and just kind of like sitting there, just like kind of like watching someone reading their book and look around. You see him come back. Oh, hey. Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Okay. I know a Triton.
Okay.
I was just saying that could be useful if like we needed a distraction of like another female Triton.
I mean, Eldrin was trying to find out about Tritons that go here. Are they a student?
Yeah. Like we used to date, but I just not from. Nope. So, but like we're still good friends. So I could get her involved or just is there something that like is she wearing like a crown or something? Maybe we could like I could get the crown and put it on her head or.
I think she took that off.
Okay.
Maybe we
Smart.
should not get your ex involved yet. But that's could be a good plan.
Oh, it's fine.
If
like I said, we're good. She understands.
Okay. We shouldn't get anybody else involved yet unless we have to. I mean, you're good at distractions.
Yeah.
So, like if you can't come up with something, then we can use that as plan B.
Do you want me to come up with a distraction?
Not yet. We have a werewolf for that.
You guys got a fucking werewolf?
Yeah, and the what's the professor's name?
Professor Thorne. Or
No,
Arwell?
Arwell. She's
Arwell
in
something.
character. She's gonna be like
Oh, okay.
the zoology guy.
Oh,
What?
yeah, Arwell, the crazy like jumpy halfling guy.
Yeah. Oh,
He's super sweet and nice. I just
Ar-
he's just really into animals.
yeah. My friend Milo. He's actually a halfling, but he's also a werewolf. That's where I think they're at right
Oh,
now.
that's so weird. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna get along great. Cause, well, is he a werewolf right now? Sorry, stupid. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, okay, cool.
And he's always kind of a werewolf, but doesn't like always look like one.
Okay, nice.
So that's our current distraction. While Eldrin does the find person something, and
All right,
just give me a second. And
all right. So you don't want me to contact Melissa?
no, don't
Okay.
contact her yet.
All right,
And
because she's cool. Like it wouldn't be a big thing.
I'm sure it wouldn't.
Okay.
Just get 1 second, and then she.
What are we waiting
holds
for?
up- She's just gonna look at him and go, right now, and then
His
hold up her
ADHD.
coin, and she's gonna say, Eldrin, Faustus and Broomhilda are working on the chandelier. I found Frederick. We're in the library. Did you do your locate spell yet?
Wilbur, roll me a luck roll, please.
8.
Cool. As this is being said, Seren, you hear in the center of the room saying, "I said I got it." And you look over at Broomhilda and you see like the words came from Broomhilda to Magister Thana. Excuse me, young lady. There's no reason for you to. And you hear that like conversation starting to. Oh shit! You want me to do something?
Yeah, if you could distract Magister Thana and get her away from those two. Broomhilda does not like being told what to do. So
Gotcha. And that's the blonde one.
that's the blonde one, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, she's like an ultra powerful wizard, and we're making her pretend to be a maintenance worker, which is insulting. I realize as I'm saying it out loud. But, can't exactly like just walk in the door as you just distract the person in
I got it.
charge.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you got the right guy. You see him just slink away.
Eldrin is going to respond to Seren and just say, because I'm assuming she's doing this like while I'm casting or something like that.
Yeah, there's also like I think that like so Seren, roll me an Arcana check.
Oh no, not again. That is a 6.
Ugh.
This actually, in a weird way, kind of works out in your favor. Seren, you had the coin on the whole time. Elgin, you heard that entire conversation.
Okay.
So now you know that that's a
In my head.
possibility.
Okay. So Eldrin responds to Seren by she turns on her coin and says, I'm casting it, and I will let you know as soon as I have something. Right now, I'm with Milo has the class under control, and depending on what happens today, I do want to meet that Triton. I have some questions for her, but it's not the most important thing, obviously.
Eldrin, how did you hear that?
Huxley is not very good at what he does and hasn't really taught us that these things can stay on at all times. I think there's like a button or something that you can use?
As she's saying this, Seren's like turning it over, looking for it.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I think you figure out it was like that you were holding on to it, like possibly you were holding on to it really tight because of the situation that you were in, right? Like with
Yeah.
Frederick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get the idea that might be what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and Eldrin says, but give me a little bit of time. This spell works within 1,000 feet, but I can have it for an hour. But I need to be able to concentrate, so I will get back to you soon.
Okay. Frederick's about to do a distraction, which is vaguely concerning, but I'll let you
Trying.
know how that goes.
Okay. Good luck.
Frederick, you see like as Frederick is like kind of like standing right beside like right behind Magister Thana in his invisible like sort of cloak, you see him like make a little fireball in his hand
Oh my god.
and looks to see Seren if you're watching.
She's watching.
And makes the farting noise and then throws it. I'm going to let somebody else roll for this. Let's say Jamie, if you want to roll a d20 for me.
Just a straight luck roll.
Yep.
That's a 2.
Great. The bookcase immediately catches on fire. That is behind. 2 is so bad. The bookcase catches on fire, and the firebolts that he threw actually goes through to another bookcase and then to the wall. So there are three stack cases of books that are now in flames.
This kid.
Oh shit! That wasn't supposed to go like that. But bail. And goes and like tries to run off. As Brimhilda looks around, rolls a 6, doesn't see anyone, but definitely saw what happened. Magister Thana is like freaking out. Who did that? Who did? Oh, the books. And is like running off. Distraction. Good. Little over the top, but good. You have it. What do you want to do?
Seren is going to I'm assuming Frederick went like out the door that they came in.
Yeah. Frederick got scared and bailed. Like just like ran off.
Seren's going out the door after him.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, you see him like kind of taking off. I'm gonna say he has like the invisibility spell down. There's something where like he's able to like do it no problem. He's good. So he is. There is kind of a cool moment where you see him like kind of like looking back at you, and he is. As I said, like he seems to kind of like has gotten really good at being invisible and moving out of people's way to not like have them notice like a physical sort of hit from him or whatever. So as he's like running, he turns and looks at you, and each time he's talking to you, he's like in a perfect sort of like pirouette around figures that he can't even like it doesn't even look like he sees, as he is just effortlessly like moving through a crowd. Sorry, that was crazy. I didn't mean for that to go that bad. But I mean, it worked. It was a distraction, right? Oh, watch out. Pushes you out of the way.
Almost as over the top as the massive chandelier. Good
Oh,
job,
so you heard about that?
I think. Obviously.
Yeah.
I'm the one that told you to.
Oh, right. Yeah. I was just
Yeah. Yeah, okay. The princess is working on the spell. Is there anywhere we could hide out until we find out our next steps?
I mean, and points to, I think like in a perfect sort of moment, like the door to the dungeon that you guys had walked into before. I mean, that's
I mean, that's where I wanted to check out anyway. So
okay. Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
let's.
We can hide in there. I mean, there's like a small closet, or we'll figure it out. And just goes and like walks up to the door and goes, I can't go through this. Can you open it?
Sure.
Just like leave it open.
Okay.
Just no, too wide. Just like that. Good, cool. And just like slinks his way into it. As you were down there, are you like how far down do you think you go? Like, do you go to like where the closet is, where he like kind of like pointed out the automaton, things like that, or do you think you're just like right there?
I think we'll go a little bit past where the automaton was.
Oh, this is the closet.
I don't want to get in there with that thing. Or you, no offense. It's a little too claustrophobic.
Yeah. Nope. I was just, you said you were trying to hide, so.
Yeah, but there's like stuff to look at down here. I got these glasses now that, I don't know, maybe we can see past the walls or whatever.
Oh, cool.
The invisible walls.
Yeah. That's cool. You see him kind of peer inside and go, oh, again, I wasn't trying to say anything, but the automaton's not in here, so just if that makes a difference.
Does that mean it's walking around down here?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay. I don't think we need to hide in there, but we can stay up here until we hear from Eldrin.
Cool.
I don't think we need to go in
Eldrin
in there
is
yet. The princess, the blue
princess. Got it.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. We cut from there. Eldrin and Wilbur. How long does this spell last? Or spell take?
An hour. Oh, it's instant, I believe.
Oh,
let me double check.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's one action.
So you were just in the process of doing it when you were interrupted.
Yeah, describe or name a creature that's familiar to you, and then I sense the direction of the creature's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet of me. So.
Okay, you got it. In this moment where you guys are at, you don't feel anything.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna start. I take out. I feel like we probably made copies of the map that
Sure.
Professor Thorne gave us. So I'm going to start walking towards where I guess where Guar is going. So where Alistair said that it's creepy, the eastern wing near the quad.
Okay. So you start heading off in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got it. Cool. All right. So you start heading off that way. Guar, you're already there with Felix. So
right.
So up there's where the upper class wizards dormitory is. So class here is for beginners, cantrips, things like that.
Excellent.
The artificer wing doesn't exist because they're like lesser wizards, but so we have to share most classrooms with them, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
I always knew they were inferior, but I didn't really ever hold them in contempt for such a reason.
Well, it's like, it's like we're kind of like the bad boys of intelligence, and that.
Oh, obviously.
Don't laugh, Lorian. Serious. This is a serious game. We're like we're the ones that get the really cool stuff done, and they're the ones that are like, with their little like, tinkering with their glass, not like my glasses, like thicker glasses.
I need sticks and metal to make a fireball.
Exactly. Yeah. Why don't you just read a book?
Yeah, books are great.
I just picture.
Does
Will
anyone know
go-
power word kill?
Oh my god.
Well, that's not. It's not really taught here.
Yeah, I guess that would be like upstairs, right? With the upper classes.
Well, I'm in those classes, and it's class. Spells like that are strictly forbidden.
Oh.
So it just like morphs into Hogwarts.
Well, then how do you at least learn counterspell?
Oh yes, of course. There is like a many spells that you learn for like combating any sort of figures that may be like dragons and things like that. It's just, some dragons could be able to cast spells, and so yes, of course, counterspell will be one of them, and also the wizards.
Well, obviously wizards. I mean, yeah. Can we see the upper class? I want to see what they can do.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, of course. Why not? Yeah.
I mean,
Let's go.
they know. We're all badasses. So I mean, they'll welcome us, right?
Well, they'll welcome me, and you're with me, so.
Well, great. I mean, and they'll probably know who I am anyway because I'm very.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry. Yeah, I guess I must be out of the loop on the Manticore's as you guys are kind of like walking up the stairs. And in this moment, it is now Wilbur and Noros and Eldrin walking into that same area as the camera's staying there. And like, yeah, you guys are like only like, a minute apart. But yeah, so I guess we could just kind of cut back to Milo. As Milo, what do we see in the classroom as Milo is as Milo's been there for like, we'll say like 5 minutes after the running on the ceiling.
I think yeah. Yeah, I think the he puts the little halfling girl back in her seat and
There's
give
applause.
everybody clap for Penelope.
My name's Quinn.
And yeah, that too. Everybody clap for Quinn. Um, uh, and Milo's all right. Who's the biggest kid? Who thinks they're the biggest kid in class? And he says it with like a little bit of a growl in his voice to like be a little bit intimidating. But
You see eyes look towards Simon, who's in the back of the class. Simon certainly doesn't raise his hand. He's too cool for that. He's too big for that. As you see this like half orc figure who's just like kind of sitting back. Guys, I don't know what everybody's staring at.
yeah, that's probably yeah, you're probably big enough. And Milo is gonna look at the professor and ask if he can make the door frame a little bit taller. Like give him like 12 feet.
Yes, 12.
And
Okay. Yep, extends up.
and he's gonna look at the half orc and say, "Are you? Grab my legs." At the door, and he's doing pull-ups with the half orc hanging from his.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Okay. And you you do that. I'm gonna say, Milo, give me a performance check.
This is all Milo. He is aware that he is supposed to be a distraction at some point,
Hmm.
so he is waiting for like one of the shit kids to like cause a motion, or he's waiting for like a book to fall, or like any kind of excuse to cause an actual distraction.
Sure.
18.
What'd you get on your roll?
And 18.
18. Okay, cool. As you're holding on to the
Yeah.
legs of Simon, Simon goes, "All right, yeah. Okay, all right, cool. But I mean, you're doing it underhand. I mean, what's your overhand grip like?" And you see him go to the other side of it and starts doing that. As he does that, you immediately get the idea of uh, that of why Simon is considered to be the biggest in class, because he's a little bit taller than everybody. But as he's doing that, he's activating his Path of the Giant, and he actually gets big enough to where he's just touching the ground. And there's like a couple of kids that like laugh, and there are
as
other kids that
Milo-
are like, "This is stupid."
Yeah. As Milo like looks over him and sees him doing that, he does uh he like switches grip like mid pull up
Nice.
and keeps pulling up, and he looks over his shoulder and, oh, we got a real alpha over here. Okay. And keeps doing pull ups, and then drops down.
Cool. I think the distraction is actually just a pull-up contest. As you see from there,
Yeah.
now, you're. It's weirdly. I think it gets a little weird because I think you start doing pull-ups, and then this is so dumb. And then Simon is like has to one up you. So then he makes himself just a little bit smaller so that his head doesn't touch the floor, and does a backflip over, catches his feet on the top of the door frame, and is now doing crunches. So you're doing pull-ups like this, and he's doing crunches out on the same door frame. Oh, you think that's cool? Check this out. And there's a certain point where Quinn goes,
I think
"Professor, please stop this."
Stop this, please.
yeah, I think as he like continues working out, Milo's gonna drop down and say, so you see,
Roll for timing. I'm just
I'm
kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't roll.
dropping.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Don't roll. Don't roll for it.
I did.
Oh, well, halfling luck. I would have had to.
Yeah, as I say, these kids are, they're adults, guys. Everybody.
Yeah.
For those that aren't laughing,
I
you
know.
guys aren't getting it. It's the same door frame, and on one side is a figure that's doing this as a pull-up, and another one, there's a guy who's hanging upside down doing crunches,
I hate you.
facing the opposite way. Do you get it? Do you get why that's
get it.
funny?
I get that Anorians are more mature than the land dwellers.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever explained. Okay, please continue.
It's like army recruitment day. So Milo drops down and just looks over at the class and says, so as you can see, the typical rumors that we hear, that is werewolf behavior and being erratic and driven by instinct and anger. Those are largely learned behaviors that are impact or informed by our packs. And if you have a pack, you're fortunate enough, like me, you have an group that allows you to find yourself and live a little bit more peacefully. You can really bypass a lot of those instincts, and you don't really have to. You don't really have to terrify people. That's my one of my least favorite things to do. You guys, it's fun because you're a little bit skittish, which is great.
So first off, you already rolled a performance roll, which is 18, which is solid. That was so the idea of like the lesson being taught here, nailed it. There are some kids in the back of the class that were probably Simon's buddies that are now like counting as you're saying these things, going like 37, 38, 40, 41, and but you see most of the class is paying attention to you, and as you end that that lesson, you see a couple of those well, let's see. Okay, all right. No, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I rolled a 19, but none of the kids are going to "Oh, Captain, my Captain." There is a round of applause that breaks out from them. So
I like the impulse and I respect the control.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
So I think Milo is seeing that there's no like that these kids are kind of vibing along with him and understanding the answer, but he's trying to find a reason to like, you know,
freak out.
He's under the impression that he's under the impression he's supposed to distract the whole school. So he what was the half orc's name?
Simon.
I think in his like loudest, most bass like basic werewolf voice, deepest werewolf voice, he's gonna shout, "Simon, sit down!" and just charge at the doorway.
Okay. Roll for time. I'm going to do some fun things here. Roll for timing, and I'm going to do evens or odds. So I rolled one of them.
Okay.
So it's a 50-50 chance.
Okay.
I don't like this.
I got odds.
I also got odds. You collide with Simon as you send him sprawling into the wall. You see other figures, like other classrooms, start to kind of like come out and like peer around what's happening. See a werewolf who is like baring his teeth and goes, "Werewolf!" And like you see like all these classes start to kind of like go outside, actually see a werewolf and start running like madness. The sorcery wing goes ballistic. You see poor little halfling Arwell goes, "No, it's fine, he's totally under control. Oh, get up, ow!" And you see him like get like picked up and like carried away. You hear windows crashing. It is full chaos. As Milo, where do you go?
So Milo, I assume, lands on top of Simon, and he pats Simon on the chest and good job, you're cool. And he kicks off running like through the crowd, just like dodging people and like howling and really like doing the full like John Bender running through the school in the Breakfast Club, like
yes,
an airborne
Milo's
ranger,
wild.
like running his hands on lockers and stuff.
Yep, I love it. Going, I assume the opposite direction from the direction. Well, I don't know. This is part of the plan, but I don't think this is part of the plan.
Up. He's going to go as like high up.
Or you could go towards the library and away from where like the rest of us are going. So you're away from Hilda.
I think in this moment, I don't know if Milo knows where to go. Because this was not, I don't know
like
if it got this far.
A coin. It's not like he has a coin or anything. So
it's somewhere hidden in the fur, but there's a
No.
I love this so much.
I think Milo's thinking we were planning on going. I know somebody was going into the dungeons and dungeons down, So he's just going up. He's just
I love
running.
it.
He's going like finding the first turret and going up to like run across the roof or something.
Cool.
Gonna get killed.
You got it. You got it. Wow, that's weird.
No. We're fine.
You're gonna just take all your clothes off and then like run.
Roll me a chaos
works.
roll.
Ooh.
So we'll
Chaos
say, yeah, roll me a chaos roll. You guys don't have that on your sheet?
No.
I will say, I'll give it to you as performance with
4
advantage.
4 years in using mechanics.
Yeah.
Performance with advantage. Okay. What is my performance? Okay. A 19.
19. Nice. Yeah, dude. You are just, you are causing a freaking storm to happen. And as there are students that are coming out that are like screaming and yelling in the opposite direction. You start to hear the sounds of like kind of like whirring noises, like an alarm going off. And you notice that it seems to be directional. So as you like pass like certain hallways, I'll say with that 19, you're able to tell that there's something that is making those noises, and it is moving. But as you get to a final sort of area to kind of like see to like go like left or right, I'd like you to give me another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Advantage.
As he's
Yes, wisdom. Yep.
Thank you.
Your roast
Because that was a 3 on the die, and the advantage gave me a 19 on the die.
Woo!
19 total.
So what is my?
Oh, 19
No,
on the die. Yeah,
I
cool.
don't know what my saving throw. So 21. I like Milo as he's running. He doesn't have much to say. He's just gonna grab the coin and hey guys, distraction set, and put it away.
Beautiful.
we hear
As
these
you
alarms, right?
yeah, I would say so. They're currently starting in a wing and then spreading very quickly. So eventually, Elgin, you kind of like hear this far off as you're trying to concentrate. I think like there's an idea that like maybe there's an auditory sort of thing of like look at creature, and you're now having to hear this crazy sound.
Yeah.
But I will say, Milo, 21 is good. It beats the DC, but there's definitely a feeling where you get that feeling, and you look down at your hands, and you see your hands are becoming human hands. Without your abilities, you turn back around and you see a figure. You see a tall figure that is pointing a wand out in your direction. You were able to break that spell. So where do you go? Do you continue to run off? We'll say.
What is there a window next?
Yeah,
next
absolutely.
To Milo?
Yep, full on stained glass window.
Yeah, he's gonna go out that window and walk up the side of the building while de-transforming.
Okay, cool. You see.
Wanted.
I love it so much. You see, there are like
this is GTA, man. You got to change your car.
Yep, full on. You see, like full, like I feel like Peter Pan level sort of stuff of where there's kids, children, young adults, who are
You
like
should have
staring.
made this a high school.
I know I should have. Who are like staring up out of the broken, shattered window in the area of where not Milo but Narthax, right? Narthax is going, and
Narthax.
You got it. And you see a figure drops his hood down, lowers his wand, and walks up to the window to kind of like look up and also try to see. Figure is black skin, beaming red eyes, and jagged horns. And with
I'm an
that,
intense person.
we're going to end tonight's session. We'll see you guys next week.
That's the guy that Professor Pond said to stay away.